Welcome in everybody. Freaking first signature of 2024 is here already. It's kind of insane. It's like the end of February already. I don't know, man. Time just melts at this point. Welcome in everybody. Welcome in. This will be the first major auction of 2024. The most expensive game sitting right now. If you don't know what's going on here, signature auction. Some of the biggest games the hobby has to offer. Legend of Zelda right now sitting at $105,000 at the top of the auction. Nintendo World Championships right underneath at 6.5, sitting at $69,000. The record for a 6.5, even in 2021, was like $80,000. This does have some extra stuff with it, but like, man, this NWC is pushing. 69,000 already on this?
Our new world headquarters here in Dallas, Texas. Wherever you are in the world today, thank you for joining us here in our
start
video
with the
games
wonderful
auction.
wonderful
My name is Philip
words
Wooten.
of
I am a
Philip.
licensed auctioneer here in the state of Texas, and I will be co-auctioneering with Sophie Duncan, also a licensed auctioneer here in the state of Texas. This auction today is being presented by Heritage Auctioneers.
But welcome in everybody. Trevor, Joe Kane, Game Gallery, Comac, Cult, Classic, Petty, Party, Renex Machina, Xeno Shogun, Joe Kane, Kevin G, Craig, Game Gallery, Another Collector Guy, Vic, Gary Dose, Thomas Ham, Rock, Billy Bandit, Chris Larson, Kronos, Trevor, Mark Dixon, Crypto Esquire, Elysium. Welcome in, you guys. Oh yeah, looking fresh cut for the lobster and champagne today, baby.
Along with all those bids
looking fresh, feeling fresh.
Of the sale, we'll be accepting bids through our Heritage.
It's going to be a hell of an auction, I'll tell you that. 140 games in this first session here.
We'll be bidding on your.
So this will be basically like it should be most of the most expensive stuff for the auction. It's going to be all today, live auctioneer. And then tomorrow,
Wi-Fi limitations, and that
tomorrow there's another session that will take place, and it'll be still really expensive games, really good stuff, but you know, a little bit more affordable, more in the like lower four-figure range.
With us with HA Live, we also have
today. It's going to be like 4 figures, 5 figures. The Zelda's already 6. You know what I mean? Tomorrow's a little bit cooled off compared to today.
I'd also like to explain a little bit about different ways you can bid. We have a cut bid. Cut bid is simply cut your bid in half.
So just make sure you also tune in for tomorrow's auction. I'll be live for the whole thing as well tomorrow. And tonight is, of course, live stream sponsored by Heritage Auctions. I just get my stuff out of the way here as well while Philip's yapping. Sponsored by Heritage Auctions. This is a signature auction tonight. So if you want to get into the next one that's coming up, the next signature is in May, I believe. Let me just open up my calendar here.
Right there, and I'll let you know. And occasionally you might hear me say the word still available. Nobody bid on the item. You might want to give us
the next signature auction is coming up in May. Yes, consignment deadline of April 2nd. So of course, with the signature auctions, big games, expensive games, the best of the best, right? If you want to get placement into the next signature auction, May 23rd to 25th, if you have some amazing games you want to consign, the deadline for that is April 2nd. Reach out videogames@ha.com to speak to one of their consignment experts, and of course, they're always accepting consignments for the other showcase auctions coming up all year here, as well as the weeklies every single Tuesday. You can view the auction calendar there. I just put it in the link. And the actual auction link is also in the chat there if you want to follow along on your own screen.
Start off with lot 2. Lot 1 was a no lot. What do we have for lot 2?
600.
We're looking for 650. We're up to 7.
And there we go. We are live. Adventure kicks things off. 8.5 NS repair text mid production. Adventure has become like was this like was Adventure one of the de facto most expensive Atari games prior to 2020 2021?
Overall adds to the
like, were people going hard for Adventure before Wada Games is what I'm curious about. I'm not a big Atari guy, I didn't follow it much, but Adventure has very much become one of the most sought after Atari games at this point. Like, anytime it comes up for auction, good grade. Like, we're pushing over $1,000 right now, right? $1,440 for it. Adventure is that game.
Had the 12, good bid. Anybody 13? Now let's do 14.
Adventure was not a wanted game pre-Wada as far as prices go.
We pushed this to 14.
That was what I assumed, Adam. The drink of choice today, we got Monster Red.
You're gonna gotta go 15.
Monster Red on tap.
1500 now take us to 16.
You also believe Adventure had a push because of Ready Player One? Ready Player One probably pushed it higher. I never saw Ready Player One. Is it actually worth watching?
Heritage Live, I'll say fair warning here.
Is Ready Player One like a good movie?
Take us to 17. What about a $1,700 bid? I've got that $1,600. $1,650.
Adventure is pushing over $2,000. Welcome in, Undam, Pokeneer, Supyos.
Right now on the cut.
Yes, it was. You wanted it.
We'll say fair warning.
17.
We're still
you wanted
bidding.
it for $5 before the boom.
1,700 looking to push.
Yeah, like I just don't remember. Ready Player One is trash. The movie. The movie Nad stunk. Okay.
17 to 1,800. We'll say
I did a good job not watching it then. Yo, Malak Machine. Welcome. Elijah Lewis. Welcome in, you guys. Adventure sets the pace there. $2,000 to kick things off with the Atari.
We have Superman starting at.
There are expensive Atari games out there, no doubt. Just, you know, Adventure, every time it comes up now. This is mid-production here, too. 8.5 mid-production. $2,000. A lot of video game anime-related cameos in the movie. Yeah, I know it's like a video game, not pandering, but you know what I mean? It's like a movie for gamers. I was always curious about seeing it, but like I just never got around to it. Superman 8.0 NS. Again, this is Atari 1978. See, maybe I'm wrong about Superman, but when I look at this is the highest graded copy out of all variants. Jesus, 8.0 NS. When I look at Superman, it's like, yeah, it has that comic book crossover appeal, right?
Anyone in at 3,400 for the Superman.
Frickin' 8.0 here, looking for almost $4,000 on it. Well, yeah, looking for over 4,000 right now. 8.0 NS Superman. Just massive crossover appeal with this.
Looking to push to 3,800 here for Superman. Any advance to 38,
that movie made you hate pop culture for a couple of years. Did I consign anything in this auction? No. Nothing in this auction for me, Elysium. I have some stuff coming up in the Japanese showcase.
$4,200.
Maybe for the next signature too. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have stuff being consigned throughout the year. You know, a lot of people, it's like, which auction should I consign to? Is it a good time to sell? Like, what should you know? I like to just space everything throughout the year. So, like, I'll have some Japanese stuff in the upcoming one. I'll have some Japanese stuff in December. I might try to hit the May signature, the October signature. Like, I like to spread everything out, and then you just kind of get an average of all the prices. You know what I mean?
How about 4,600?
Don't try to time the market so much. Just take your average. Superman closes at $4,800 into a brand new, non-qualified. This is a brand new Atari 2600 console here. VGA 85. I believe it is the later model here with the scoop up box. If you know what I mean. There's also a black one that comes in the original, like, side open. This one's like a scoop box. I'm pretty sure it's a later model. 1983 is what they're saying, so. The black Atari console, though, finding one actual VGA 85, damn near impossible. Selling for $6,000. Petruski, welcome, man. I hope you're having a good day, too. And that does it for Atari at the signature. 3 Atari stuff there. The 2600, I mean, $6,000. Frick. It's super cool. I have no real gauge. Like, it's super cool. But fuck, $6,000, man. Adventure Island 9.8 A++ NES starts now. This is where we're going to see our biggest games of the day. 9.8 A++ Oval later production Adventure Island.
Anyone in at 1,500 now go to 1,600.
I think I just had a package arrive. Just 1 second here.
15 go to 16, 16 now to 17. How about an $1,800 bid? 17 go to 1,800. Any advance out there to 1,800? Any interest at 1,000?
I just had here. I just had my package arrive. This is what I spent most of my money on here. This is like 2,300 US N64 games. So a lot of my signature money was spent right here. We might do a live unboxing actually. We'll see how the auction goes here, and I'll show you guys what I picked up. I was waiting all day for UPS to deliver that. I was waiting all day for UPS on that one. And there was a little issue with the address. The wrong postal code was entered, so like we were worried it might not arrive. And yeah, thank God it did. Thank God it arrived. But I got myself a personal collection N64 game, so that's a lot of my money there. Adventure Island 9.8A++ oval for 2,640. The earlier print of Adventure Island is like goes for a lot of money. People like their Adventure Island. Here's Adventure Island 3. Speaking of 9.8A+, this is like what?
440, thank you. How about 460? Low numbers here.
One other copy is 9.8. I assumed there wasn't going to be another 9.8. 9.8A+ on Adventure Island 3 is wild. Only 10 on the pop report. So like, geez. Pushing its way up over 9, or looking for 900, 960. This will go over 1,000 easy here. Yeah, finally the games that matter. You enjoyed Adventure Island as a kid? I've seen Adventure Island speedruns. The game looks like it would just be actually fun. What are your thoughts on graded big box PC games? You're thinking about sending in a few to VGA? Just given how expensive it is, Kivik, to grade any big box PC, like, I like them. I think they're great. Just, it's very expensive to grade them right now, so make sure you're only grading things that it's, like, worth sending. It'd probably be 150 minimum per big box PC game, so they're really cool, they're great, just make sure you're not wasting money, is all. Adventure Island 3, yeah, no doubt there. We're pushing over $2,000 looking for 2,640. Never a doubt. You just spent $1,000 grading PC games? Yeah. That's what I mean. It's very expensive to grade PC right now.
We're still cooking. 2,100 on the cut.
Very expensive to grade PC right now, but VGA is your only choice. So, you know, you either wait forever and hope prices go down, or VGA is 20% off through April. That's nice. Get yourself a little bit of a discount there.
There's 22. We're in the game. How about 24?
Get yourself a bit of a discount. All money helps at that point. Not Banjo, Gary. Not Banjo. Banjo I still need for N64. This is another one, though. It's a Mario game. Not Mario 64 either. Adventure Island closing at Adventure Island 3, sorry, $2,640. Bases loaded, 9.8A++. Highest grade copy of this variant. What's the variant here?
Anyone in at 750 now.
Blue Jalico label. Mid-production. That is interesting. I didn't even know Bases Loaded had a variant. I'm guessing it's the, Okay, someone confirm for me. What's the variant there? Joseph Leo or Supyo? What am I looking at for the variant on this Bases Loaded? 9.8A++ here. Any comps on Adventure Island 3? We'll take a look in just a second here.
1,100, throw a beanball. Let's do it. Let's go 1,200.
VGA makes you sign for packages, so you can't miss that doorbell. They're coming to me tomorrow, actually.
Elijah with the $4.99. Is that your Japanese package coming back to you, dude? Is that the Super Smash Bros. Returning to you? If it is, I'm freaking excited to see how you did on that.
The most pristine copy of this variant is being offered right now for 14.
The market is back, baby. Oh yeah, we're flying. Bases Loaded is flying here. 9.8A++.
$1,500 bid take us to 1,600.
Yeah, it says Blue Jalico label. Orange variant. Like, are we talking about the Jalico label at the very top here?
16.
Like, is this the variant right here?
How about 17, 18 now.
The message is brought to Gamer Stonks. Sign up today for only $10 a month. We love Dylan. I mean, get the Greg games.
We'll say fair one.
69 from Timothy with Gamer Stonks. Holy shit, dude. Of course, all comps I do check and I do are from gamerstonks.com. I mean, if he's going to donate $69, I can go ahead and give his website a little shout here. $10 a month, you get all of the auction comps across all of the major auction houses, Golden, Heritage. It makes it all in one easy place. So, someone asked about Adventure Island 3. We can just type in Adventure Island 3 here, and yes, it's going to show us every single sale that's happened at the auction houses. 9.8A+, sold in 2021 for $10,800. There's your comps up, yo. $10,800 back in 2021. 3 years later, 2,640. Kinda nutty. Kind of nutty. Bases Loaded, 9.8A++ for 2,280 into Battletoads. Woof. 9.8A+. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is gonna, we're over $10,000. Battletoads wasted no time. Holy smokes. Over 10,000, looking for 11,000. 9.8A+. Oof. Battletoads must have huge comps as well then. Jesus.
Increments are going up a little bit more. Looking for
Like this must have sold for $30,000 back in the day. 9.88 plus sold for $40,000 in 2021. We're pushing our way up to 14,000 right now on Battletoads.
Anyone in at $12,000? 11 looking to push to 12.
The market's only down 80%. Update the emoji. Yes, no doubt.
Go to 12.
No doubt.
Fair warning here. 11,000.
Battletoads closing at 13,200. Whew.
Up next, we have Lot 8.
You love to see these key titles there still pulling over 10,000 though. Like obviously 40 is freaking insane, but we basically just have to erase 2021 from our mind. You know what I mean? If you just ignore 2021, it's like, oh, okay, you know. The dyslexic market, Battletoads goes from 41K to 14K. Yeah, exactly. VGA is out of acrylic. Everything is on hold. What? But you heard they might have gotten some in? That's crazy if so. I know CGC was Game Boy holders, I believe. They were backed up or didn't have any, so there was a big issue there with CGC and some backlog.
1,200. Heritage Live, are you in at 1,200? Take us to 13, now 14. Few bids right there, now go 1,400. 13 carries to 14.
Why didn't you sell everything? Yeah, that's the question everyone asks about 2021 there.
Right.
Why didn't all of us just sell everything?
14, now 15 perhaps.
It's because we're freaking suckers, Supyo. We're suckers who actually want to own this crap. We actually want to have this stuff on our shelves. And that makes us idiots. That's why we didn't sell everything.
Any interest on Bomberman 2? You got to go to $2,000.
Bomberman 2 here. Second highest graded example of only 5 on the Wada Pop report. 9.2A on this. Bomberman 2, late release, rare NES game. I'm sure most casual people don't even know Bomberman had a sequel on NES.
$2,200 bid. Lot is still open. Who's in at 24? 2,200.
You think you had a 9.4A++ Battletoads go for 25K back in the day? There's a 9.4A+ for 19,200. 9.4A++ for 38,000. I mean, yeah, you probably did. You probably did get frickin' 25,000 for it back in the day. 9.2A Bomberman 2 for 2,640. Craig, you were the underbidder. Oh man, it's tough on these games like Bomberman 2. Like obviously a Wada Pop 5, so it's like, who knows when the next one's gonna come up for auction, factory sealed. 2,640 for it. Bubble Bobble. 9.6A+ with the Parents' Choice sticker, early print copy of the game, pushing its way up over $5,000 here, looking for $5,760. Only 2 copies of this variant are graded higher out of 12 total. Most casual people never even heard of Bomberman? No. I think Bomberman as a game, maybe not the NES version specifically, but Bomberman as a game, I think, has a lot of casual awareness. Or am I just huge copium? Is that just like huge collector copium? Like, I think Bomberman is well known. Surely, right? Who hasn't played Bomberman? Bubble Bobble pushing its way up, looking for 7,200. Yeah, Bubble Bobble's one of my favorite NES games. I grew up playing it, played it tons. Tons. One of my favorites, I have a factory sealed copy. Not the nicest copy in the world. It has like a rip at the bottom. It's probably like an 8.5B+ or something, but I had to get a copy of Bubble Bobble for my own collection. Love this game. Love the box art, just, it's fantastic. Pushing its way up here to $8,400.
Near flawless box.
Adventure is one of the coolest Atari games by far and always has been. You don't think it was a very wanted game before 2021, but it should have been. This is one of the few cases where collectors today actually know what's up. Yeah, I don't think that, you know, things changed, obviously, from, like, 2019 to 2021 about what's sought after, what's not, what's grail, what's not. And not everything was a mistake. Like, some games definitely did deserve to get way more attention, way more price than they used to. Not everything, mind you. But yeah, some games were definitely undervalued, while some definitely became overvalued. Bubble Bobble for $8,400 or 9.6A+. That seems big for Bubble Bobble, isn't it?
I'm sure I don't have to tell you this. You know, it's
yeah, the last 9.6A Plus sold for $7,300, $8,100. That's early 2023 and July 2023.
Come back in at 2,400.
9.6A plus plus all the way back August 2022 for 8,100. Yeah, Bubble Bobble did pretty freaking good today.
2250, looking for a bump. Anything past 2250 here? 23. There's 23. Now go 24. 23 on the cut. Has
and it outsold, absolutely crushed this certified link sale. A VGA 90 sold on certified link for $6,400. That's the Heritage Premium right there, baby. That's $8,400 for the 9.6A plus. Also, though, Supyo, you have to, yeah, there, you gotta consider Supyo. 9.6A plus is a better grade, so, you know, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. Crash in the Boys Street Challenge there, going for $2,880. 9.8A plus on Crash in the Boys. Jesus. Oof. Die Hard is a VGA 85. Another late release NES game. Always been hard to find.
Let's get off that 558. Come back in. There's 600. Back on track. 650 to 700.
Only offered 4 times at Heritage, but we don't have any Pop Report data because they're not gonna... Yo, Spider Pup, welcome in. They're not gonna show me the Pop Report data here. Has anyone won anything yet? Does anyone have anything for sale in this auction? I always like knowing if you guys are buying, selling, what's going on. Appreciate you showing up, Spider Pup.
Looking for 1,100.
Appreciate you being here. Bomberman has appeared on basically every generation of system at this point. Heck, even Switch has. Exactly, yeah, like Bomberman is mainstream. Bomberman is mainstream. Bomberman isn't even the first appearance of Bomberman. Load Runner is his first game. Like Load Runner on NES or Load Runner going even further back than that. I know very little about Load Runner. We had one, we had a Load Runner game on PS1 that we hardly ever played. It wasn't fun.
Can we push to 1,500 for Die Hard? Currently at 14, looking.
It depends on the age generation. You're not going to lie. The only reason you know about Bomberman is because there's Magic the Gathering deck named after it. You've never played an actual Bomberman game. Bomberman is pretty fun with 4 people. For like 40 minutes. Like Bomberman is fun to play with your friends for, you know, like literally 30 minutes to 60 minutes. After that, like you've played Bomberman. You guys progress the meta a little bit, you know, you get some strategy, and then you're like, okay, that was fun. And then you put Bomberman away. Good for about 30 minutes. Die Hard goes for $1,800, VGA 85. Yeah, that is a wild sale on Bubble Bobble, man. Wild sale on that one. Die Hard for $1,800 into DuckTales 9.6A. Early production Capcom here, pushing its way up to, looking for $3,600 on it. There are no copies higher than 9.6 on DuckTales? What?
There's 3,200. Anyone in at 34?
It's a Pop 46 with no 9.8. What?
Pop them off, get in the lead. Let's go 3,400, 3,400.
That's crazy to me.
Done with you. Anybody in at 36?
The last time we even saw a 9.6 was 9.6A plus back in August 2022 for $11,000. 9.4A CGC recently sold for $3,600. I can't believe there isn't a 9.8 DuckTales. Damn, that's crazy.
36 looking for 38.
Does anyone have like a VGA 90? Like, where's the peak of DuckTales out there? Yeah, apparently, dude. DuckTales is harder than I thought. Harder than I thought, Supyo.
We've made it to 4. Let's go to 42.
That's crazy.
We have the $4,000 bid.
Yeah, cross your 90s exactly. Time to get grading for the 9.8. Yeah, whoever buys this just has to keep sending it in until one of them give it a 9.8. Just keep firing it in until they finally 9.8 it. 4,800 on DuckTales 9.6A. This is also one of my favorite pieces in the auction. And crazy again, this is, there's 141 copies of Dragon Warrior on the Pop Report between first prints and second prints. This is the only 9.8 across both variants. And like Dragon Warrior getting the reprint copy isn't rare in the least.
This is a steal.
So 9.8 A plus first production, 1 HP on the back of the thing. The typo. Fuck, I'll just show you guys. If you don't know the Dragon Warrior typo, you can just look at the back of the box here. The most iconic line in the game, thy hits decreased by 1. Thy hit decreased by 1. A little bit of a typo, mistranslation there. They updated to say thy hit points decreased by 2 on the updated version. So first print 9.8, only 9.8. I fucking love Dragon Warrior. just like Bubble Bobble, I grew up with Dragon Warrior. I have a factory sealed copy myself. It's Dragon Warrior. What else do you want me to say? Pushing its way up over $5,000. Yeah, dude, it's like if Dragon Warrior didn't have the super common reprint, like Dragon Warrior would be an NES Grail, in my humble opinion. Buy it, Greg. Buy. No. I have myself an 85 plus. I'm more than happy with that. Gamers, man, well. Welcome, dude. Hope all is well with you.
We're gonna say fair warning. 55. Looking for 6,000 now. In at 65. We have a $6,000 bid looking for 6,500.
Yeah, if the reprint didn't exist, Supyo, and even into the future, right? Like, when we get into the future with NES collecting and variants become more known and people know more how to identify first prints, the reprint was given away by Nintendo Power, Larson. So the 2 HP later production was the Nintendo Power one. And that's why Dragon Warrior is so easy to come across.
Let's do this. It's 65. 7103. 7103.
This Dragon Warrior was graded in 2018. If it was sent to the July 2021 signature, it could have sold for $50,000 easy. Still brought in $7,800 today. $7,800. See, I think the reason that Left Bros, Mario Bros, and Matt stickers and stuff, the reason they still sell for so much is because the information about those has been pushed so hard, right? Like, TM Zelda first print has been pushed super hard. Matt sticker, Mario Bros, Duck Hunt, Black Box, like, all of that has been pushed very hard. But when you get to something like Dragon Warrior, and it's like, oh, on the back of the box, there's a small nuance, you know what I mean? Like, that information is still super niche. It's tough. 8.0 Hang Tab Duck Hunt for 11,000.
6,000 looking for
Excite Bike 9.6A on this one here. Mid-production Rev A copy, non-hang tab one. Highest graded Excite Bike, of its variant, sorry. I was gonna say, if 9.6 was like the best of the best, I wouldn't be that surprised, but 9.6A early-ish mid-production here on Excite Bike. Still has a round circle of seal on it.
6250 on the cut bid. We'll take it.
Yo, Steve Gregg Retro Games. Welcome in, dude. Hope you're having yourself a good day. Biggest winner prediction for today? It should be the Zelda Spider Pup. It should be the first print Zelda, highest selling game of the entire auction. It's sitting at 105,000 right now. I mean, 200,000 isn't out of line, isn't, you know what I mean? This should be the biggest game of the auction. Then Nintendo World Championships will probably be number 2. Should be, anyway. Excite Bike, $7,800, and I do just want to take a quick look at Dragon Warrior. Dragon Warrior.
1150, looking for 1,200 here. Looking for a bid of 1,200.
That's crazy. Even through the pump there. 9.6A plus first print back in 2019 was $2,300. 9.4A plus 2020 was $2,100. Dragon Warrior never did anything. 9.4A plus 2022 for $2,200. Like, this is the highest sale we've ever seen for Dragon Warrior by like $5,000. Dragon Warrior has never even crossed $3,000 at auction. It's never even crossed $2,500 at auction. I mean, obviously tonight's copy is pretty damn special, but like, Dragon Warrior had never sold for anything even close to $7,000. That's actually crazy. Kudos to frickin' Dragon Warrior. Damn. Into Felix the Cat, 9.6A plus. Looking for 2,600 here. Super Nintendo, welcome in, dude. Super Nick, you're gonna have to make one of your Retronomics episode on sealed and graded video games. We need to see the Retronomics of how the market's been holding up.
48 looking for 5,000. Come on in at 5,000.
Good to see you in here, man. It's a crazy, crazy world here. Felix the Cat going for $2,400, 9.6A plus. Almost feels like pretty reasonable, actually. Pretty reasonable for Felix, all things considered. Final Fantasy 9.6A plus. I need to get a copy of Final Fantasy at some point too. Kind of like Dragon Warrior, like Final Fantasy, man. If you are a fan of the RPG genre, like it's you know, it's a must-have. RPG, JRPG. You know what I mean. Raw copies of Felix have sold for more on eBay. There are a couple of copies that sold for $3K. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking, Elysium. This just felt super reasonable for Felix. Super reasonable. This is a first print on Final Fantasy 2. Why don't I know how to identify it? What is it? Just the warranty box decides if it's later or earlier, Brian, for Final Fantasy? I think it has to do with the warranty, hey? You wonder if the Zelda's bringing big spenders into it? Yeah, it's kind of like a chicken and the egg thing, where we need to see like big-pocketed people, speculative investment, whatever word you want to use. But those people have to see really big prices being achieved in this hobby in order to like have confidence to come in. But nobody wants to sell their super good items or super good games when prices are shitty. So, you know what I mean? A lot of the good games don't come to market anymore, so nobody spends big money, so prices keep going down. It's weird. You get into the weird psychology of, like, market. Like pumping speculation, all of that aside, you just get into a talk of market psychology and confidence. Final Fantasy 9.6A plus $7,800. 9.6 Final Fantasy for under 10K. We are below rock bottom. I mean, I think Final Fantasy, yes, should bring more than 7,800. Especially if it is an early print, like you guys were saying. Final Fantasy, I think, has a decently high pop count, though, doesn't it? 105 of them. Yeah, Final Fantasy isn't rare. Not rare on Final Fantasy. Stock market's at all-time highs, crypto nearly all-time high, video games still lagging, which is great, yes. That's when people start moving into stuff, is when all these other more established stuff develops its stuff. Oh my god, I can't talk, I'm trying to read. I'm trying to read and talk and it's not working.
Fair warning. Let's do 1,000.
Oh, what was I going to say? The Final Fantasy. Mexico in the warranty is second. USA and Canada only is first. There we go. Okay, gotcha. Warranty, yeah. So no Mexico equals first print. You don't want Mexico on Final Fantasy. An easy way to remember it.
There's 850, 900, looking for 950.
So yeah, 9.4A plus. I mean, back in 2021, $22,000. 19,000, 9.4A, 12,000, 9.4A. Definitely over 10,000 historically, but this is the nicest copy of Final Fantasy we've seen in a long time, actually. Jeez. Since, like, November 2022, we haven't had anything above 9.4. 7,800 today. 7,800. I mean, I'm happy. Final Fantasy can stay low because I still need one. Flintstones, Dino and Hoppy, 9.8A plus for 2,160. Again, like, that feels kind of reasonable for Dino and Hoppy, 9.8, 2,160. Goonies 2, 9.6A here. Oval, later production. Goonies, frickin' 9.6A Goonies 2? Man, I will never understand the love, the... I don't understand the Goonies. I will never understand the Goonies. I don't frickin' get it. People love this IP. The Goonies closing at 2,880. Goonies 2. Like, give me Flintstones all day long. 9.8A plus. All day long over Goonies. Gotcha, 9.8A plus. No Rev A, early copy. Jeez. Top grade on the pop report here for Gotcha. Early, no Rev A. One thing you'd advise actually looking at the game in the pictures, that Final Fantasy bottom right corner looks crushed. Not sure if it's the new cases of the blister, but you need to pay attention for sure. Don't just buy the grade. Great reminder for everyone in here, Cronus. Don't just buy the grade, folks. Make sure you look at the games you are purchasing.
About 750. Round that off to 750. You want in on that? You're looking at it. You're thinking about it.
Great reminder for everyone.
Go to 750.
That same market psychology is why 9.9 A++ Shantae GBC is on eBay, not Heritage. People are risk averse. Yep. Easier to do a bid and price and fish instead of send to Heritage and pray. For some, anyway.
Curious to 8.
It's funny though, because once you go into a, once the market psychology flips and people are feeling bullish, then you just throw things at auction because people are bidding over themselves. You know what I mean? In a down market, you can auction stuff to capture liquidity.
We're on the cut, 55. Not
if you put something up for a buy it now and you you try to fish and stuff, there's no guarantee you'll ever even sell it.
Need you in at 6,000. Only 2 higher first production copies of the
Gotcha goes for $900 there. Gyromite 9.4 A+ matte sticker first production copy. Pushing its way up over $7,000 here.
If that's what you're looking for your collection, look for 65 now. Anyone in at 7,000? 6,500.
If you didn't grow up watching it, you might not get it, or maybe it's an American thing. One friend who grew up in Lebanon saw it as an adult and just didn't get it. Yeah, like I didn't see it growing up. We did. Like we kind of saw the Goonies growing up. I remember it being scary. Like I think I was too young for the Goonies straight up, and then it just like I don't know. It means nothing to me. It means nothing to me, and every time it comes up, it's like VHS sells for a ton of money. The game sells for a ton of money. People freaking love the Goonies, man. Goonies. This is crazy. Goonies aside, let's stop talking about the freaking Goonies. Gyromite closes at $9,000. Karate freaking Kid. Another movie IP that I am frankly too young for. 10.0 A++, oval late production of fucking 10.0. Crazy. 10.0 on NES. WADA has only ever given 3 freaking 10s to NES games. Pushing its way up to 5,000 right now. We'll see what the 10.0 premium brings in here. It's like Garbage Pail Kids. If you're an 80s kid, you must own these. Yeah, see, Garbage Pail Kids, of course, means nothing to me. I know I'm way too young for Garbage Pail Kids.
Pay tribute to him. Anybody in at 48? There's our 48 looking for $5,000 for water graded 10. A 10 here. A++ looking for 6,500.
Goonies is such a fun movie. It's part of 1980s pop culture. Yeah. Yep. I just know I missed it. I just know I missed it.
Do it at 7,000. 6,500 looking for 7,000.
Karate Kid was hard as hell.
Anyone in at 7,000 here for the Karate Kid? The lot is open. We're waiting for you to come on in. Anyone want to chop that?
Video games, the only hobby where you can buy 1 million games or less than 1 game for the same sum of money.
Full increment. Anybody in at 75?
That's why video game collecting is fantastic, man. That's why video game collecting is so fantastic. There's something in this hobby for everyone. Mark Dixon joining the Greg gang as well there. I think I missed it earlier. Thank you for that. And then 20 freaking gifted, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like 20 gifted. That is crazy, man. Thank you, Mark Dixon. Crazy, man.
Let's do this for
absolutely much appreciated. While the Goonies, my God, I'm gooning. I'm gooning over here. Karate Kid closes for $10,000. Yeah, the Mario chair chain's coming, baby. We got grunt birthday parties and Mario chairs for days here on 20 gifted. That's nuts, man. Karate Kid for $10,000 for the 10.0. It's funny because the 10.0 premium used to be so big, so massive. People would pay stupid prices to have any game as a 10.0. Where, you know, I was screaming at the rooftops that 10.0s shouldn't sell for what they did. I'm a 10.0 hater, man. I'll admit that fully. So even a 9.6A plus of same print Karate Kid peaked out at $3,800. So I mean, 3 years after the boom, the 10.0 still brings in $10,000. Frankly, I think that's pretty damn good. I think that's a pretty good sale for Karate Kid. I don't know if other people are going to think it is. I don't know. It's really hard to gauge. Some people really think the 10.0s should sell for fucking, you know, a crazy amount.
Bidding 3,600, now go 38.
Ah,
38.
I personally don't.
How about a
Not if it's not something that, you know, it matters. It matters, but it doesn't. Last Action Hero 9.6 A plus here. Highest graded of 3 Last Action Heroes, selling for 4,560. That's cool. Only a pop 3. Very hard to get. Some Arnold action there. Let's get Philip.
Sealed first production starting at.
Here it is, baby. Let me get a timestamp there.
We're on the cut at 87.5. We're past that 90 to 95. Looking back at you at $100,000. 95,000 is our current
Legend
bid.
of Zelda, baby.
Looking for 100,000. Big numbers here. This is only the second time in history of HA we present to you a sealed first production copy. It's here for the taking. Looking for 100,000.
Only the third time a first production has auctioned across Heritage and Golden. I don't think there's been a first I don't think there's been a first production Zelda sold anywhere else. I don't think. If you won that Karate Kid, you should take it to Ralph Macchio and have him sign it. He's traveling doing autographs right now. You'd honestly, like, I don't think it would change the value at that point.
Heritage Live.
Signed or not signed, I don't think it would change there. Oh yeah, bidding enabled, baby. We'll disable bidding. Looking for $120,000 on the Zelda.
$100,000.
Looking for $120,000 here.
Need a bid. Any kind of bid will come in. We're waiting.
Like I said in the video describing this, the comps are around 600,000. That's back in the boom,
there we
though, you know
are
what
at
I mean?
110,000. Need you back in at 120.
Someone jumped in.
Looking for 120,000. One of 3 sealed first production copies of Cornerstone
Someone jump
Zelda
back
game
in. It's
is for the taking.
$10,000 increments
It's right here
at this
for
point.
you. If you want it and you've got the money, let's go for it.
If you want
Anybody
it, you got the money, baby.
$120,000.
$10,000. Oh my God! Look at that! Holy shit!
$1,000 right now.
Where'd all these people come from?
Is on top. Cut it up. 170,000 on top right now.
What just happened?
$100,000.
Where'd all this money come from?
180,000. Wants this more.
We just had an injection of like $70,000.
180,000 right here.
Oh my gosh! Someone tossed a cut bid in there, immediately ignored. We're looking for 228,000 right now.
190,000. 180 go to 190,000.
You guessed 232 before it started?
Anybody want to cut that?
Yeah, someone just YOLO'd hard into there. That's what a bid fight looks like right there. That's what it looks like when rich people start going blow for blow here. Going band for band with frickin' Zelda.
Let's do 200,000. 190
looking for $240,000 now. Someone else used a cut bid there. If you use your cut bid, like the increment is $10,000. You can use a cut bid and bid 5,000, but you can only do that once. So that's when you see it jump from like 180 to 185. Someone used a cut bid there. We are now at $20,000 increments. And they're not slowing down. We're now looking for 312,000. $20,000 increments on every bid.
We're at $250,000 for this Zelda.
It's, you know, right now where I am in life, this is an unfathomable amount of money. There's just no other way to put it, you know? Unfathomable amount. Yeesh.
Any action, anything
looking for
$312,000. We'll say fair warning out there. For the Legend
Which,
of
frankly,
Zelda.
I think is really good.
$240,000 to bidder. 7106. 7106.
$288,000.
Ooh, all right. Lot 26.
$288,000. Yeah, no, I think it's selling in the 250 to 300 range, Hamster, is like really good. It wasn't going to hit 600 again. It simply wasn't. Like it just simply wasn't, right? So 288 right now, given how much the market has changed, given how much the 100,000 plus games have come down, 288 is fucking huge. Huge. In my humble opinion.
7250 take us to 7,500.
Seller should be super happy with that. buyer, I mean, you get a first print Zelda. There's nothing else you can do, right? Like, you either buy it or you don't. Who knows when there'll be another opportunity. But like,
okay, up next,
Jesus,
we have a rare,
crazy man,
yellow Legend of Zelda test
crazy,
cartridge.
crazy, crazy.
Looking for
288K on the Zelda.
Looking for a $5,000 bid. Zelda fans, if you don't have this,
You gotta go, but that was fun. Yeah, that was nutty.
46. Oh, what did I say?
That was pretty crazy.
Maybe we'll get to 5,000, but 4,600.
Here is the Zelda test cartridge. Something that a lot of people probably have never seen before. It's a 5.5, and they were put in these special yellow shells. So that yellow shell is how you find these test cartridges. I don't remember what the hell's on it.
Heritage Live. Any other bidders going out there to 4,800?
Is it a unique ROM? It has to be, right?
On the test cartridge.
Or is it just the Zelda ROM on it? I don't know if it's unique or not. I forget the history of the test cartridges. A 5.5 here though for $5,000. Very, very, very hard to find these test cartridges. These have been grails for collectors for a long time. Yeah, I wish I bought those test cards when they were like $50. I mean, I think the lowest I ever saw them, Nick, was like 500.
Back with you, Heritage Live at 750, looking for 8. 750, looking for an 800 now to 850, 850, take us to 9.
I probably only first learned about them though like 2016, maybe 2015.
Wish sure 1,000 is there. 1,100 looking for 12.
Like this is, yeah, pretty freaking crazy, dude. 5,000. Normal production ROM on Zelda. Gotcha. A little bit less exciting, if I'm being honest. A little bit less exciting that it's just a normal production ROM. Still really cool though.
There's the cut bid at 1350.
Load Runner 8.5B plus. Hang tab first production. Hey, here's the first appearance of Bomberman, according to Adam.
Went in at 18, go 19 perhaps.
You've been collecting for a while, but you didn't have a lot of money. 2004 at least. Yeah, I got in about 2008, 2009, but I mean, I was 16, right? So just like you, I didn't have money. Like spending, you know, $10 to $50 on like video games.
$2,000 bid. How about
I just even though really rare stuff was cheap, like I couldn't afford it. No, it didn't matter.
And now looking for 2,000.
The plight of every young game collector.
For 24. And we pushed to 24.
Yo, Greg, have you eared the Pokemon theme song remake called Rare Pepe? I don't think so. I don't think I have.
Now we go to 26, perhaps.
300K is a very good price for the seller. Cool to see that some people have money to spend and are spending it on video games. I agree. I agree. I mean, it like had that Zelda sold for like 188K, or like when it first came up for auction, wasn't it right around 130 that we were like waiting for frickin'? We were waiting for bids around 130. So the fact that it pushed its way all the way up to
okay, I imagine a few people
almost 300K, like that's good. That's good. You saw how bad it could have been. Put it that way, I guess.
Now looking for 6,000. Wada 9.8 A plus sealed here. Looking for 6,500. Looking for 6,000.
Below the heritage estimate, right? Not surprised. I don't know. Game Gallery was saying the estimate was 300 to 600K. I don't know. I didn't see anything that actually said the estimate anywhere. Does Heritage post their estimates anywhere?
7,500 looking for 8,000 here.
Load Runner Hang Tab 8.5B plus for $3,120. Just impossibly hard to find. Metal Gear 9.8 A plus plus. Single highest graded out of 64. Pushing its way to $10,000 right now. Like I said in the little preview video I did, this was like a frickin' $40,000 game back during the bubble. Absolutely crazy on Metal Gear there. 9.8 A plus plus, single highest copy.
85 go to 9. Do we have a $9,000 bidder out there? Need you in. Fair warning here. There's our 9. Now go to 95. 9 push to 95. Looking for a 10,000.
That dude could have hammered it at 95 plus BP. Yeah, seriously. Like
$10,000.
Exactly. You believe 2023 was the 9.4A Hang Tab SMB for 235 in October? Yeah, I think you're right. Oh yeah, I'm shaved and cut Blue Smoke. I'm looking fresh for the signature here. Buzzsprout is a podcast hosting service. There was definitely no guarantee it sold for that price, so it's good to see. What does that make JP Zelda first print? 3 mil? Yeah. West, we can't even sell frickin' JP Zelda first prints until one of these companies decides to grade them. Famicom Disk System Zelda is off the menu, West. Off the menu. Don't even think about disc system. Metal Gear pushing up to almost $20,000. I'm not surprised. Not surprised in the least. It's freaking special, man. It's special. I don't think it's gonna hit like the 40,000 it sold for back in the bubble, but like looking for 21,000 right now. Like I said, man, sneakily, like low-key sneaky, one of the best games in this auction. Looking for 24,000 now. It's good to see these special games doing special things. Put it that way, right?
Do we have the 22, 21?
Looking for $26,000. I mean, at this point, maybe we will hit 40.
Looking for 22,000. Excuse me. Looking for
9.8 A++, I don't believe so, Hamster.
They're laughing at me. Anyone in at 22,000?
I believe it was 9.8 A+, that sold.
We're going to close the lot.
Yeah, 9.8 A++ has never come up to auction.
And we will do this.
So the 9.8 A+ came up $28,000 back in 2021. Man, it was only 28,000. Oh, 38. There it is. 9.8 A+, 38,000. Yeah, 2022. The 9.8 A++, not at the major auction houses at least. 25,200. Big freaking sale, man. Big freaking sale.
Subscribe to Gamer Stonks. I use it every day.
Rick with the subscribe to Gamer Stonks. 24 freaking months, dude. 2 years. Much appreciated, Rick. And flip side, did your thing? There it is. Jesus, dude.
Just sell a few of your wicked awesome graded Halo 4 games and you can afford that Zelda Greg.
Yes. We just have to move a couple of graded Halo 4s. Come 2030, we'll be selling Halo 4s for like 5,000-6,000 each. We'll get ourselves a Zelda, baby. Much appreciated, Flipside, for the 25. This Metroid was a CGC 9.6 first production hang tab CIB, $9,600. This is why I push like complete in-box education so hard, is there's so many people out there still that are going to have stuff like Metroid first prints in their collection, or right here, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out first print. People are going to have these in their collection still. And like, the difficult part is getting the information to these people so that they can get the most money out of it, right? Like if someone has had this in their collection for 10 years or some shit, I want to see that person sell it for $9,000. Like I'm more interested in that than having like some collector who knows what he's doing show up and buy this game for $300. You know what I mean? I'm more interested in the market, like in people, normal people getting the information to be able to do this themselves. That's why I push like CIB information so much, and grading and condition and shit, in hopes that normal ass people can like also take advantage of this. But it's tough, man. It's tough reaching that audience. A lot of people like that. A lot of people like that don't even want to hear it. It's kind of funny like that. Metroid goes for $9,600. The Mike Tyson's first print white bullet going for $4,300. Tyson factory seal 9.4A. And we have King Graph 9 freaking months. You can make the Mario chair appear. Yes, sir. And Simon Space add a public message Mario chair. 29 freaking months, you guys. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Fair warning here at 11,000. Do 10,000.
Yeah, dude, CIB, man. You have an ultra rare VGA 5 Famicom disc Zelda? We'll trade for a 300K NES Zelda, yes.
Up next.
I think that 9,600 is pretty fucking big for Metroid CIB, yes. Yes, I think that's pretty freaking big for a Metroid CIB. Even $4,300 for the 9.0 Tyson with an 8.5 box feels pretty freaking big, unless I'm mistaken. I can look at CIB sales in just a second, actually. Tyson 9.4A white seal there going for $12,000. Ninja Gaiden 9.8 A++. Highest graded copy out of 49 on the Pop Report. The absolute peak here of Ninja Gaiden.
7,000 on top, but looking for 7,500 pushes to 8,000.
People may not have those Metroids and Tysons. 9.0 boxes are extremely rare. Oh yeah, for sure, Brian. Like, you generalize my point. You know what I mean? anyone who's sitting on really nice Marios, or just people who have stuff. It's like when someone has a first edition set of Pokemon cards that have been sleeved their whole life, and they don't understand that like PSA 9 and PSA 10 sell for 10 times as much as just having a raw card. You know what I mean? It's like getting people that kind of education where, hey, if you have a Mike Tyson and it's in really freaking nice shape, you can get 2, 3, 4 times what price charting says.
Gotcha. 7115.
Just information like that.
Well, we'll move along.
The Ninja Gaiden 9.88++ for $10,000 as well. Ninja Gaiden 2 9.88+ on this one.
1,000 looking for 11. I had the 11,
also, what highest graded on the pop report? Jesus, a lot of big ones out here. A lot of big ones out here.
1,500. We have now go to 17. Right, do it for us. Anybody in at 18?
Yeah, and CIB condition matters so much. Exactly. You hope CIB stays interesting because 100% of your collection was bought sealed, lightly opened. Oh my God! One day you'll send in hundreds of games if it's worth it. That's crazy.
Three's coming up. Looking for 2,000. We have your 2,000.
That is crazy.
Looking for 22 here. All you Gaiden fans, you have an option to get all three right now.
These 9.88++ NES boxes are a treat to look at. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's just interesting seeing a lot of these highest pop games come back to auction.
It's there. If you have been tracking this one down, it's time to bid. Not just
a lot more supply of the CIB stuff, but also a lot more demand when it's something that normal people can afford when the seal stuff goes for 2K+. Exactly. Exactly. That's why CIB as a collectible, as a market pusher, as a market entrance place is so freaking important. Like, your average person can't enter into this and just start buying factory sealed. You just can't. Modern games, of course, right? PS4, Switch, yes. Collect factory sealed all you want, but like, going back to retro, yeah, it gets pretty damn expensive pretty damn quick if you're going after factory sealed. Let's take a peek at Metroid, though, here. Tim did recently add CIB sales, so you can just filter at here, and you can click on CIB. Now we can go hang tab, CIB copies. The highest we've ever seen Metroid sell was $2,000 for a 9.0 first print hang tab. So the copy tonight sold for what, $9,600? A new record for CIB Metroid by like 4x. Yeah, that's quite the sale on a hang tab Metroid right there. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was $4,300. We'll take a peek at that in a second, too. Ninja Gaiden sold for... Ninja Gaiden 2, sorry, for $3,600. Ninja Gaiden 3, 9.8. This is... The collection of Ninja Gaiden games here is nuts, man. 9.8++, 9.8+, and 9.8++. Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, 3. Like the nicest set of Ninja Gaiden that exists in the world. Big difference, though, between 9 and 9.0. Oh, yeah, for sure there is. For sure there is.
How about 44? We have a 44.
Big difference between 9.0 and 9.6, but like, you know, you can see the premium.
What about 4,800?
You can definitely see the premium there. Yeah, CIBs can be played, exactly. Smash them out. Smash them out of those cases.
There's our 55 looking to push to 6,000. How about a 6,000?
You sold your CIB JP. You sold your complete Japanese Metroid for paper hands price. Only 500 for a first print 9.4. Oh, I tell you, paper hands. Get them out of here. Absolute paper hands. Only 500 for a Metroid? Oh, disgusting, gross. Ninja Gaiden 9.8A++. We've never seen it, obviously. 9.6A+ peaked out at $18,000. The copy tonight just did 10,000. I mean, that's really not bad on Ninja Gaiden 2. $10,000 isn't too shabby for the 9.8A++. Ninja Gaiden 3 just did 8,400. It's kind of funny seeing... Oh my god. Well, fuck. Well, we'll talk about Ninja Gaiden in a second here. Nintendo World Championships includes badges, photos, and dip switch notes. Sitting. We're looking for 90,000.
Dip switch notes on the back. Anybody in at $75,000? 70 looking for 75,000. Well, 23 full color photos come with this. Looking for 75,000.
Are we gonna get?
We've had it more when Employee had this. The
this is already really freaking high.
See that Mario's Mogul, the Moguls, yeah, going up. Yeah, they played with the puns. Well, let's do 75,000. 70 go to 75,000. We'll send you that ski patch. You can put it on there. You can be part of the NES employee program. 70,000 go 75. Any other action?
Anyone?
All right, we'll do it. 70,000.
Yeah, I'm not shocked at that one there. Like, it sold for $84,000. Like,
right, lot 37,
it's a lot of money for a 6.5. So I don't know how much, like, these badges here, and there's 24 photos. I don't know how much value this adds. Frankly, I just don't know. But a 6.5 NWC for 84K is extreme. That is expensive on its own.
There's our 14.
Yeah, those extras are super unique. They are.
We made it. Anyone in at 1,500?
On its own, I mean, 6.5 for 84K is big. So,
we all in?
like I said when the auction was starting there, well, I can't look it up on Gamerstonks. I think the record for 6.5 back in 2021 was 80 something, 80,000, 82,000. So like those photos, the badges, obviously that helped, but like man, it's a pretty big price for NWC. Didn't Adams copy the 8.0? What did that sell for?
The way I'm saying Papa, Papa, yeah. Anybody in at 4,600? Anyone in at 48? Let me say olive oil. She's on the cover too. Olive oil. Anyone in at 55? Go to 6,000. Take us to 8.08 sealed. Looking for 7,000.
96,000. Jeez, the 8.0 went for 96. The 5.0 for 63. Those are our two most recent. 6.0 went for 69,000. That's 2022 there. 6.5, 84,000. So there you go. October 29th, 2021.
Let's go.
A 6.5 also sold for 84,000 over 2 years ago. Got some extras included with this one today, but like, man, not too shabby. Not too frickin' shabby. Pinball, 9.88 plus Rev A for 1,680. Popeye, 8.0A Rev A for 9,000. Man, frickin' sealed Popeye, hey? Getting any factory sealed copy is just special. 9,990.
1,400. 1,350 go to 22.
9,900. No extra $90. Sorry. Sorry, we're taking back that extra 90 there. Only 9,900. RBI Baseball, 9.68 plus 10 gen licensed release on this one. Only 9 copies of the licensed version on the Pop Report, tied for second highest graded with 2 others. That's crazy. Why the frick are all these so nice on the Pop Report, man? Was there like a case of these or something? That seems wild.
Go 38. What about 3,800?
You thought there was 150K? Yeah, 8.0 Rick. 8.0 back in July 2021 was 180,000. So that's I think that's the single highest sale for gray NWC. 180,000 for an 8.0. I'm pretty sure anyway. If anyone knows anything higher than that, I mean, I just don't think there is. Yeah, hit the like button if you're in here getting comfy. Definitely helps out the stream. Thank you, Elijah. Definitely helps out the stream. NWC used to be the grail, and now they are meh. Like, now that prices have come down, Tyrannus, like, I agree with you through 2020, 2021. I agree with you. But now that prices on everything have come down so much, like, we are still seeing Nintendo World Championships bring $50, $60, $70, $80,000 when very, very, very few factory sealed games are still bringing those kind of premiums. Relatively speaking, NWC is now selling extremely high. Like, NWC is super frickin' expensive now, relative to everything else. In 2021, I agree with you, NWC had kind of fallen aside, but like, everything has gone down for so much now. Like, NWC, $84,000, my guy. Is anything else in this auction gonna sell for even close to that? I don't think so.
Anybody in at 1,700? 16, 17, now
I don't think so.
I've got a cut bid. What about 1,700? Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, Trevor, 8.0 sold for 96,000.
1,800. 17 go to 18. We slowing down now at 1,800.
RBI Baseball licensed version went for 5,000 into Section Z, 9.88 plus from the Carolina Collection. Hang tab copy here. Yeah, Kid Gabula, nothing tonight, man. Nothing tonight for me. I had my package delivered
Fair warning.
a little bit ago, and we'll open that up after the stream here. But nothing at this. I doubt I'll buy anything at this auction today.
Okay, I have a few more lots before.
Oh my gosh. Section Z, 2220. Bartman meets Radioactive Man, 9.6A+. The latest released Simpsons game on NES, I believe. Tied with one other example for the highest graded copy on the Pop Report. 9.6A+ for the Simpsons fans out there. NWC is so stupid in your opinion? You DM me a link to a golden sale on the World Champ card? What did you send me here? Can I leak our DMs, Tim?
We need you in at 1,900. 19 go to 2,000. Now looking for 22.
Join the Discord if you're not in Discord as well.
2,200.
Which one did you sell me here?
2,400.
This was, oh my god, November 2023. I completely forgot about this one too. Man, there was like 4 or 5 auctions in 2023 for NWC cards. This was an 8.5 over on Golden for $80,000. So the 6.5 today freaking beat an 8.5 over on Golden.
28 to 3,000.
That's crazy, man.
28 go to 3.
That's crazy.
Fair warning again at 3,000.
8.5 versus 6.5 on something like NWC is a world of difference.
All right, lot 42.
World of difference out there.
85 NM plus. 2,800 looking
Bartman
for
Radioactive Man for 3,360 into Stack Up. VGA 85. Hang Tab No Codes mid-production. Mid-production copies of Stack Up actually had factory seal on them. The matte sticker ones didn't, right?
Anyone in at 34 for Stack Up? 32.
Matte sticker first production copies of Stack Up only have the sticker seal. Are some of them factory sealed too? With cellophane, I can't remember now with Stack Up. It has weird rules. I'm sure that you can find... man, I don't know. VGA 85 Stack Up. Factory sealed copy. Big box early NES. The only other game that works with frickin' Gyromite. Or with Rob the robot. With Gyromite. You think the fact that we are visibly seeing them sell in an auction is why are they becoming bleh? You used to just be able to hear about the sale, like a legend. Never meet your heroes. I agree with you fully, Dukter. The amount of times we've seen NWC sell is crazy. Like you said, it used to be legendary. You'd like hear whispers about NWC selling in forums, and you know, someone would do a private sale for $16,000 and you were like, oh my god, really? Like, did they actually sell NWC? Does Pat actually own one? And now in 2023, 2024, it's like, oh yeah, we got one in the Signature, Golden has one in their Elite, Comic Connect is selling a copy. It's just like, oh my god, man. Like I said though, that will stop. Like, I think the pop on NWC is like 90 now, 90 of them floating around, 90 confirmed copies. That half-price books copy, if you guys remember, I did a couple of videos on it, that recently graded to 6.5. I don't think we still know who owns it though. I don't think we know who owns it. But yeah, 6.5 on that other copy there. Stadium events. The other big grail from way back in the haystack. If you guys aren't fans of NWC, I mean, you're probably not fans of stadium events either. 18,600 for a frickin' cartridge. Kind of nuts. I think the gold one was only produced 12 or 13 of them, Cult. I'm not sure how many are fully accounted for. In my head, I want to say 9, but I don't know how many gold ones are actually floating around out there. I think Pat said how much he paid for his copies, Gabula, but I can't remember now. If you go back through Pat's videos, you can probably find out how much he paid for his NWC. I'm pretty sure he's like made that public. Congrats on 32,000 subscribers. Are you going to start doing 11-part Q&A series for every additional 17 subs you get? Just like reserved investments. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That was, sorry, we did Sophie's here. We did an auctioneer change. Super Mario Bros. Hang Tab CIB copy again, 9.6. Going for 5,760. Mario there. Metroid, much blew it out of the water. This, of course, is like a mid-production Hang Tab early. I guess early mid on this one. 9.6 Hang Tab, though, 5,760. CIB. This is factory sealed, 9.4A. Super Mario Bros. Looking for $10,000. Golden Auctions just sold a 9.6A plus copy, I think, for 28,000, 29,000. So 9.4A here. Looking to cross 10,000. There we go. Looking for 11.4 on this one. You think it's time to sell Survival Kids 9.6? If I had Survival Kids Gambit, personally, I'd throw it on eBay with a high price. I don't know how many people are looking for Survival Kids at any single time to risk an auction with it. I'd probably feel better about to buy it now with a game like that.
You have the bid at 9,500 asking 10.
Yeah, Tim, I got one DM there. Duel sent me a DM quick when I opened up Discord. You think Pat paid around 10K or so for his gold one? Around 2,000 for the gray? That'd be crazy if so. 9.4A oval Mario for 11,400. Super Famicom Mario Bros. 90 plus. We saw one of these sell at the Japanese showcase auction back in October. A VGA 90 sold for 13,000? We'll see. This is now the second time one has come up for auction. We'll see if the market wants these. You know what I mean? We'll see if people want to keep paying $10,000 for these.
28, 3,000 against you, 32.
Quickly pushing its way up to $4,000 here.
Now 34, 36 is the advance.
26 of the gold were produced. You believe 13 or 14 are accounted for. Gotcha. The whole thing about NWC hype was really only relevant to the high-end full-set collectors, but compared to a sealed retail first-print major franchise like Zelda or Mario, the appeal quickly fade. Yeah, NWC will always have that. Same for stadium events, only hype for collectors. You don't think Pat intentionally shared what he paid, but it was shown on Pawn Stars? Stadium events is only hype for the NES collectors and mostly back in the day. NWC is different. Yo, Zamboni TY, welcome in. Yeah, you got gifted a sub, I think, there, Zamboni. Absolutely sniped with the gifted. You lucky duck. Pat got his NWC from Ian's Game Store when they paid peanuts for it from an unsuspecting seller. Carl should do a video on the whole scandal. KSI, you grabbed the Mario Bros. Let's go, dude.
7,000 to you, 7 is bid, 75.
Let's go, dude. Congrats on getting yourself a Mario there for $11,000. 9.4A. I still need to get myself one, so. And here, speaking of the Japanese Famicom copy, we're looking for $12,000 now. Looking for $13,200, looking for $14,400. So at least for now, the market is still going to accept over $10,000 for this. Looking for $16,800 now. Looking for $18,000, setting a new high here. Very easy new high. Jesus, man.
Don't stop the bidding now. You're on a roll. I'm asking
90 plus on this. The other copy that sold was a VGA 90, same variant copy.
15 is bid. Now
man, looking for 20,000 now. Japanese Famicom Mario Bros.
16,000 is bid. Come back in at 17,000. 17 is bid, go 18.
Looking for $21,000. Looking for $22,000.
Come back in at 19,000. 18,000 is bid, go 19.
Oh my gosh. Looking for $24,000. Still too cheap. Yeah, still cheap. Cheap. Keep it going. Looking for $26,000.
20,000 asking 22.
Yeah, the best anyone's ever gonna do on this is getting a nice complete in-box. A nice complete in-box copy is all you could ever hope for with this. My gosh. Looking for $28,000.
Asking 24,000 to advance.
Man, oh man, Supyo. VGA is the only company who grades these Famicom still, so... potentially, once WADA or CGC starts, we'll see more of these, maybe. For now, VGA is all that grades them. Whatever's out there is out there. $26,000 freaking dollars. $26,000. Make a shorts vid on this one? Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of sales. I'll probably make like 5 shorts going over sales of this auction, and I'll make one really big recap vid. 26,000. This box is a million times better than the US one. I mean, man, it's hard. The US one is so nostalgic. Like, this one is probably objectively a nicer art, a nicer design, but like,
23, 24,
man, the black box Mario pixel art, man.
You have it on 25. It's a cut bid.
Super Mario Bros. 2, 9.8 A plus, early production, round SOQ, pushing its way up over $30,000. Like I said in the comp for this, the previous sale is $324,000. What? What? So yeah, we got a long road ahead of us, sitting at 36,000 right now. 9.8 A plus, early production, round, seal of quality. Yeah, the pixel art, man, like it does something. It does something. You think someone guessed 10K earlier? It kind of crushed that. It crushed, man. This Mario Famicom did as good as I think anyone could have expected it to. Yeah, the last sale was a 90 for like 13,000 or 12,000. So this is a better grade, but it sold for literally twice as much. SMB2. Looking for almost 50,000 here. Looking for 48 right now. We're slowly getting our way there. Like, obviously it's not going to bring in frickin' $300,000, but you know.
40, there it is. 42 is the advance. Heritage
Exploded. Are you memeing or serious? I assume you're memeing.
You have the bid at 42,000.
I assume you're memeing.
Back in at 44,000 Heritage Live. 42 is bid 44. Let's go 46,000.
You really thought you had a shot when no one outbidded you for 10 seconds at 2K and now it's 26K? This is too crazy in your opinion? The thing that worries me about these Famicom Marios, like, VGA doesn't have pop reports, so all you can do is like anecdote, like, oh man, it's pretty rare to find one. But who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows? The actual supply of them does scare me. Who knows?
I'm asking 85.
I mean, I guess that's the fun of the game, right? You either take the shot, or you sit on the sidelines like me, being like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. you just be the armchair quarterback there.
90,000 is bid Heritage.
One of those nut up or shut up kind of things. Super Mario Bros. 2, baby, over $100,000. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is pretty frickin' decent. Yeah, only a third of the way there, but I mean, we're over 100K, man. It felt like we were getting, yeah, headlines love 100K. It felt like we were getting to a place where, like, you know, $100,000 was frickin' mythical. Like, I didn't think this was breaking 100K. I think my guess was around 70, 75. So, you know.
95,000 it is.
Over 100,000, 114K for the nicest Mario Bros. 2 on the pop report. What a pop report. 114,000. SMB2 just passed NWC Gray. You see, that's like a big talk there, right? What would you rather have? Highest grade copy Mario Bros. 2 or high grade copy Nintendo World Championships? I don't know. I don't know. I think they're honestly close. I know a lot of you guys were dunking on NWC. Like, I personally think NWC is pretty fucking cool. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on NWC. I think it's very cool. I think there's enough story and enough history that NWC can maintain relevance.
46 is bid, asking 4,800 to advance.
I would trade a lot more than that for NWC.
Are you sure? Last chance at 4,800.
You can have the Majora's Mask, you can have the NES sign.
55 Heritage Live, let's round up.
Like, I like NWC.
55 is next. 55, 6,000 to you. Heritage Live, come back in with 6,000. 55 is big bid, counter with 6. 6,000 is the advance. Heritage Live. 55.
You're just happy to see some price hype in the business, honestly.
There it is, 65 to you.
You legit would have been surprised if this has gone for 30, like 30. Do you mean the SMB2 hamster? I mean, if it had sold for 35K, I would have said that was awful. Awful. The market's dead. Run, sell everything. If you mean this selling for 35K. This is an this is a round seal again here. 9.4A plus. Geez, I thought it was an oval. It's taken its damn time here to get up to $10,000. 9.4A plus. First print Mario Bros. 2 again. So the 9.8, remember, 114,000. Here's the you know, the massive price difference in grades. 9.4A plus for 8,400. What is that? Like 10 times, 12 times, 13 times less? 13? 14? 14 times less? 13 than the 9.8? Kind of wild. Kind of wild. Super Mario Bros. 9.8A plus. Right Bros. Later production. This is the type of shit, too, where, like, the casual observer... Like a headline, right? A headline will be ran where it's like, Mario Bros. 2 is $100,000. And then every idiot out there is like, oh, no, it's not. And like, no shit, it's not. Every other copy will not sell for that. But like, oh man, it kills me. It just kills me. She couldn't drop that 9.4 hammer any faster than she did. Yeah, it kills a lot of the perception when, like, you know, the most special copy sells for a massive premium, and it's like, yeah, no other copy is going to do that, you know? Super Mario Bros. 3, 9.8A plus, pushing its way up to almost $10,000 here. You'd take the SMB too? NWC is cool, but it doesn't mean anything to you otherwise. Mario Bros. 2, you played a ton. Gotta go nostalgia on that one. You agree NWC has much more character and history? NWC Gray all day long? There we go. Let's go, NWC folk. NWC has too many copies. NWC, you're pretty sure the extras made it go for that much, and the provenance?
Fair warning to you all now at 8,000. Last chance.
You just collect stuff you like. You don't care how sought after it is. Did you ever do like full set collecting or anything like that, Comac? Like, I think when you go down the rabbit hole of full set collecting, and just like learning about deep in libraries, you just start going after random rare stuff. You know? You decide you're going to collect every N64 game, and suddenly you have Sculptor's Cut sitting on your shelf, and it's like, wait a second, when did this happen, and why did this happen? Super Mario Bros. 3, 9.8A plus for $9,600.
525, 550.
Super Pitfall coming up as a 9.6A plus Rev A. I just want to see how Mario Bros. 3 did. The 9.8A plus there.
950 against you go 1,000.
A 9.8A plus plus for $23,000. 9.8A plus, $12,000 in November. The Mario Bros. 3 did not beat its November sale there. So not everything is sunshine and rainbows there. Not everything. Mario Bros. 3 selling for $3,000 less than it sold for in November. It's not all. It's not all juice. It's not all gas in here.
1,300 is the advanced heritage.
No, first print sold, Bird Dog. First print sold. It's old. It's old. You can go to timestamp of 40 minutes if you want to see the auction on it. I think you can. I think you can go back in a live stream, can't you? It's sold at the 40-minute mark. Super Pitfall, sorry, going for a 1,440. Super Spy Hunter, 9.8A plus. Highest. Only 4 examples, and this is the highest. Yeah, Super Spy Hunter, just uncommon as hell.
Live. Do I have an advance to 1,100? I do indeed. Let's go 1,200 now.
It's The Legend of Zelda starts with an L, not a Z. That's true. That's true. That's why we're already done with it. That is true.
There's my 12. Let's go 1,300.
That is true. What's the big difference in CGC 9.8A plus? Just a nicer wrap don't pop. So the letter grade like A plus, A plus plus only has to do with the actual shrink wrap.
I need 1,500 to advance.
So A plus plus is like more factory fresh. Barely any scratches, barely any blemishes. Like when you shine it to the light and everything, it's gonna look like factory fresh. And then an A plus, like it's gonna have minor scratches, you might have a minor corner poke, a minor nick in it, scratches on the front, you know what I mean? When you look at the shrink wrap in the light and stuff, you're gonna see more abrasions, more minor wear.
bid asking 750. Let's go.
Yeah, no worries, no worries,
Heritage
man, no
Live,
worries.
have it at 850.
Super Spy
800
Hunter
is bid asking
1680 into
850 is the
Swamp
advance.
Thing.
800 is bid asking 850.
9.4A.
850, there it is. Let's go 900.
9.4A, Swamp Thing, another uncommon game here. And I have to remind you guys again, tonight's auction, of course, is sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to them sponsoring. Huge thanks to you guys coming out. This is a signature auction, so the next one coming up is going to be in May. May 23rd, May 25th. Consignment deadline for the next signature is April 2nd, so if you have some really special games, if you're like, man, you want to consign them, see how they do, you want to talk to one of the consignment experts and get their opinion on it. Video games at ha.com, you could reach out, you can talk with them, get your thoughts, get their thoughts, and maybe the signature will be good for you the next one around. And of course, there's also all of the other showcase auctions coming up, consignments for the weekly, every single Tuesday. A lot of stuff going on with Heritage this year, so huge thanks to them sponsoring, huge thanks to you guys being here. No, today's signature mic is only one session. We are 52 out of 140 games. We're about 37% done the auction rate here. We've been here for about an hour 25. It'll be another 2 hours or so, I would say, for the rest of the auction. And then we are back tomorrow for more games. More games and more auction tomorrow. Ugh. Only one session today, though. And welcome in, Cristiano. Welcome in. I gotta get this microphone is like, I don't know, I need it in a good spot here. Yeah, reach out and touch Heritage today, exactly. If you're lucky, you'll get Philip on the other side of the line. I don't think you're getting Philip, actually. I don't think he talks to you about games, but you won't get Philip, I can tell you that. Unfortunately. Swamp Thing going for $2,000, 9.4A. Swordmaster, another super uncommon NES game here. Someone asked if it's only NES today. It is not. We start with NES and then we pivot into Super Nintendo, Game Boy. There's a little bit of N64 coming up. A lot of Pokemon stuff coming up in the Game Boy section. So if you are waiting for Pokemon stuff, we're... Oh, where are we right now? We are 2053. We're like 30 games away from Pokemon stuff. Maybe 30 minutes to an hour away. No, we're doing all the Super Nintendo and Game Boy today as well. Yeah, no Pokemon. No, sorry, Gary. I got you now. I got no Pokemon. No Pokemon. Don't look for it. It's not here. Right. Sorry, Gary. I almost blew it there. I almost blew it there. You're just excited 500k cash money is entering the sealed video game market? The auction total already is 809,000. We're almost going to crack $1 million here, just on NES stuff. Swordmaster, super rare here, 8 copies on the pop report, 1 graded higher. 9.6A plus, pushing its way up to $4,000. Yeah, the M16 rifle's coming up for Super Nintendo. Where the heck was that? The Max rifle. Yeah, there it is. The military action controller system. I don't even remember what Max stands for now. But yeah, that's coming up later in the auction too. All of the rarest shit usually comes to the signatures. Swordmaster sitting here looking for $5 grand.
42 next. All bids in 42. There it is. 44. Heritage
yeah, Cristiano, we gotta tell Carl, man. We gotta tell Carl we're back, baby. We're back, baby. Go tell Carl. I don't think there is a break, Hamster.
4200.
The actual layout of the when you go to the auction description, it doesn't say session 1, session 2. It just says session 1. So I don't know if we're getting a break. We might be just doing it live, man. We might be just doing it live. Get a snack, get a drink, get comfy. Swordmaster closing at $5 grand. How's Swordmaster doing? Let's take a look at one of the, one of the weirder rare games. 9.6A plus got all the way up to $15,000 during the boom, hey? Last sale, we had 9.4A for $3,200, 9.8A for $7,800, November 2022. $5 grand for the 9.6A plus tonight, hey? Just kind of bouncing around in that 3,000 to 6,000 range there. I guess it doesn't take much interest for Swordmaster to stay valuable. You know, there's only 8 on the pop report, so like, if you want one, you kind of just have to buy one.
come back in at
But
$2,400.
$5,000 for that, kind of cool to see. I have no idea what is going to happen to games like Swordmaster 10 years from now. No clue. Not a freaking clue. Are people still going to covet it? Will everyone forget Swordmaster exists? Does anyone even know Swordmaster exists right now? No clue. $5,000 right now for it. This is probably the most anyone has ever talked about Swordmaster in the past, I don't even know how long. Super Bowl, Tecmo Super Bowl, 9.8A plus here, pushing its way over $3,000, almost $4,000 here. Looking for $3,800 on Super Bowl. No break today. Woof. Yeah, we're going, baby. We're going. Swordmaster was the last game you needed for a full loose NES set. Damn, Jet. Did you get it? Did you finish it? You appreciate the info. Haven't sent any games again to get graded yet. Wanted to send some into CGC. Is there a middleman you'd recommend, or would it be better to just do it yourself? If you do go through a middleman, don't pop, you can save money. In the Discord, we do have a certified WATA CGC middleman. I'll give you the Discord link here. I can't. No, I can. I'll give you a Discord invite link. His name is HG Monty in the Discord. He's WATA certified, CGC certified. He does middleman services. He can submit on your behalf if you want. So you can use a middleman, or you could do it yourself. You know, whichever you prefer. If you go through the middleman with CGC, it's $26.50 per game, I believe. But yeah, you'll have to pay shipping both ways. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, but it doesn't matter if you want to do it yourself. Go through a middleman, either or. Either or. His name is HG Monty. I just put that in the chat as well.
44 is bid asking 46. 46 now.
Besides stadium events, you have the full NES loose North American set. Nice, man. Any interest in getting stadium events, Jet? I saw one just sold for $18,000 tonight. For a very reasonable $18,000. Get yourself a stadium events.
Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. We're going to open
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 9.6A plus for $5,280.
For the WATA 9.6A plus sealed.
$5,280 on Turtles. Supyo, did you even care about this? Did you go for this? I know you were looking at that 90. I know this isn't a 90, but like, you know, half price. Not too shabby.
44 is bid 46, 48, 5,000 Heritage.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, 9.6A plus. With the pizza coupon, early production copy here. Oh, pushing its way up to over 7. Man, Turtles 2 is more expensive than Turtles 1? What? What happened? Tied with one other copy for second highest graded of the early production. That's crazy. I actually thought Turtles 1. Same grade, same everything. Turtles 1 sold for $5,280.
6,500 to you, Heritage.
You'd love to have stadium events maybe one day. I hear you on that, man. I hear you on that. Here's hoping you can just find one, you can find one cheap somehow, somewhere.
7 asking 75. All bids in. Fair warning to you all.
I don't know of a middleman in Canada, Bootin, unfortunately. Or Alex, I don't know why I called you your last name. I don't know of a middleman in Canada.
I need your bid, Heritage Live, 7,500. Fair warning.
Turtles 2 is top pop. It says it's tied with one other copy for second highest graded. So there should be a 9.8 on the pop report, no?
Come back in at 8,000. All bids in for 8,000 now. Fair warning. Chance. 8,000. And there's my 8, go 85. Heritage Live 8,000 asking 85.
Oh, there is. Oh, there's a 9.6A plus that exists. So there are no 9.8s of this. There is a 9.6A plus.
85. Heritage
So,
Live. How about 9,000?
but we're over 10. We're over $10,000 on Turtles 2. Jesus.
Come back in with a bid. Heritage Live.
Over $10,000 on Turtles 2.
All bids in. Fair warning. Last chance.
Yeah. 9.6A plus last sold November 22nd or November 2022. November 2022, 7,200 bucks. Tonight, we're looking for 12,000. Turtles 2 getting a little bit of life in it here. Turtles 2 getting some life.
All bids in. Are you sure? At 10,000.
You can hook you up with PSA Canada and they can probably help you out with WATA. That'd be cool if so. It would be cool for people to have some help in Canada to get stuff across the border and stuff. I know it can be a bit of a pain in the ass. You have a TMNT first print that's VGA 90. Oh my gosh. I mean, if you could turn your Turtles into a 9.8. I think you'd be getting some serious money there. I mean, even as a VGA 90, one just sold for 11,000 on Turtles. Like 10 days ago. 10 days ago, Turtles won 11,750 as a VGA 90. So you'd have to get a 9.8. Right? You'd have to get 9.8. Latest comp for that was 1 year ago for 18,000. So anything less than 9.8 on crossing a Turtles, you lose. So be careful with that. There's probably some upside there, but there's a lot of downside. A lot of downside. Manhattan Project 9.68 plus. Turtles 2 did close at 11,400. Oh, you meant Turtles 2. You meant Turtles 2. That's probably worth crossing, yes. That would probably be worth crossing. If you got a 9.8 on Turtles 2, man, you would be laughing. 10,200 for Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project. Every Turtles game here. We got Turtles 1, 2, 3, and Tournament Fighters. Frickin' 9.88 plus Mark Friedman file copy. I'm gonna sneeze.
A nice jump on Heritage Live. 46, 48. Heritage Live has all the bids now.
No, I'm not. False alarm. False alarm.
There's my bid. 65. Let's go 7,000.
Nintendo God, you'll sell a stadium events cheap? What's cheap on stadium events these days? Like $15,000? That's still a tough pill to swallow there. Sonic is an A seal. You don't think it'll push too much higher? Maybe 25K? Yes, it should get some live bids. What's it sitting at, Hamster?
All bids in from my Heritage Live bid is now at 8,500.
What's that Sonic sitting at? We'll talk after the stream, Greg. Sounds good, Petty. Sounds good. I mean, I don't personally need a middleman. I just, send my shit. But if there is something you can actually do, that'd be awesome.
All bids in.
Canadians need all the help they can get, man. I know even some of the Canadian middlemen that do like PSA submissions and stuff, like people line up for that stuff. People like having the work done for them, no doubt about it. Tournament Fighters, $9,900 for the 9.8A plus. See, again, like back to the Turtles 2, right? 9.6A plus Turtles 2 outsold Manhattan Project, Tournament Fighters, and Turtles 1. Like, it's kind of crazy. I know that Turtles 2 is like the best game of the series, I'm pretty sure, but shit, man. Turtles 2 showing up. Tetris 9.4A plus Tengen copy CGC for $4,000. Canadians do. We like deals. I wish the Canadian dollar wasn't frickin'. That's what I would like. A Canadian dollar that isn't like 30% worse. Trojan 8.0A hang tab made in Japan omitted. First print copy. Early Capcom Trojan here. Pushing its way up over $2,000. Welcome in, Joe Nev. Manhattan Project is the best game of the series. Is it actually? I've never played Manhattan Project. I have played Turtles 2. I've never played Turtles 1. I've heard Turtles 1 is pretty frickin' bleh.
Asking 26, there's my bid. 28 is next, Heritage Live. You have the bid at 28. Let's go 3,000. Round us up, Heritage Live. You got us to 28.
Are the pawn shops better in Canada versus the US?
29, 3,000.
I don't know. Ours here suck. But I'm not in like a huge city center. You have to ask like some of the Ontario people or like, Vancouver people, Toronto people. 8.0A Trojan, looking for almost $4,000. I assume whether pawn shops are good or bad is just like, it's luck of the draw, you know what I mean? It's 2024, you're not going to find cheap games no matter where you are. You just have to get lucky. It's all just lucky. Grind those pawn shops and eventually you'll find something, but like, you gotta be lucky. I personally barely go into pawn shops anymore. It's just too damn, it's just too damn saturated. There's too much competition. Trojan goes for 3,720 in the last NES game of the auction. It's a beauty. Early print Adventure of Link 9.6A plus. With all that first print Zelda love. We're gonna get a little bit of a pump on on the Adventure of Link. Big stink Link here, 9.6 A plus. Come on, looking for 6 grand. What are the comps on this one?
Just chop off that cut bid. There it is. Let's go
Zelda 2.
55 is bid asking 6.
Round seal.
Now at 6,000.
70, man, there's a lot of Zelda 2 out there. Jesus, 72 of them graded, hey? The last 9.6 A plus sold in April for $8,700. We're looking for $7,200 right now. And it's done. Like I said, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for everything out there. 6,600 for the Adventure of Link. 6,600. This is a game that I actually do want to buy, and it's like kind of affordable. Like you can get a 9.0 A plus for like what, 2-3 grand maybe? I should frickin' pick up a copy. There's a lot out there, but you know, it's a Legend of Zelda. It's really cool. Going into a 85 plus qualified early action set. Pretty crazy. Was the golden set? I'm blurry.
Yes. How about 7,000?
Can we go? There we go. I think. Should be good. Should be good, Rick. Should be good. You can't even find Guitar Hero for cheap anymore. You used to buy them $1 to $2 for GameStop back in 2014. That's what I mean. It's like everyone knows video games have value now, so it's like, you know, everyone knows games have value. So if you're gonna do the whole pawn shop, thrift store grind, like, you have to do it expecting nothing. Expect nothing and be happy when you find anything. Otherwise, you're just going to hate your life. The action set, 85 plus qualified for $7,800. Here's an 80 plus qualified later production copy. Already at almost 5. Man, pushing its way up to almost 6,000 here. Jesus. 7,800 for the early one, 85 plus. This one's almost at 6 grand already. 80 plus later production. You're late. What's been the highlight so far? Will Matic, The Legend of Zelda, the first print, the game that's on the thumbnail, sold for $288,000, I believe. I believe it was $288,000. Pretty freaking wild, man. NWC was $84,000. The Metal Gear Solid was like $26,000. Mario Bros. 2 went over $100,000. There's been some highlights, Will. There's been some highlights. The challenge set is an 85 qualified as well. Only qualified consoles this time around for NES. The challenge set including Super Mario Bros. This is where you get the one that has all the tape on it that says like challenge set written all over it. It came from this console bundle right here. You think Turtles 1 was the best-selling third-party game on the NES? Damn, that's crazy if so. The golden age of deals and pawn shops is done. They're like glorified video game stores now. Exactly. They just are. The secret's out there. The secret's been out there for like 10 years, you know? The challenge set goes 6 grand, and this is Nintendo Entertainment System Super Chair from the Sankaram Trading Company. Unused Super Chair. It's from Nintendo history. Also served as a gaming controller, with all of its components still securely housed in the original plastic wrapping. You get the original shipping box.
480 against you.
We need some pictures. They had more pictures here. Inside the shipping box. This is what it is. So you build it, you have controllers on the side. I think it's like a really early example of a like a motion chair, you know what I mean? Like nowadays people have like the big racing rigs. I think this is like a really early model of that. I believe. This is the first time I've ever seen it before. Like prior to this auction, I've never seen this item before. So that's what I understand it is.
And there's my 6. Let's go 650.
But this goes into that line of rarity and like esoteric item that like, you know.
650 to advance. All bids in from Heritage Live now.
It's hard for me to even know what the hell this is.
650, there it is. Let's go 700. 650 is bid asking 7. 7 is the advance. It's 650 bids.
Some NES stuff is just so frickin' obscure.
700. All bids in. Fair warning to you all. Last chance at 700.
Looking for $840.
650.
Closing at $780.
109. Lot number 68. Donkey Kong
Entering into Super Nintendo, folks. NES has come to a close. What a frickin' NES made some noise, man. NES made some noise. That was exciting. Jesus. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country did 144K once. Never forget. Never forget when this sold for 100,000 for some reason. 9.4A++ first print copy. For Donkey Kong Country, there are 2 different made in Japans. So if you want a first print copy, you have to have the little ESRB here, this kids to adult. You want that above the barcode. If this is missing, you have a second print. So made in Japan with the ESRB there. First print copy, 9.4A++, to kick off Super Nintendo. Pushing its way up over $4,000. Someone just wasted 780 bucks. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Does anyone here collect PSP or PlayStation Vita sealed games? My younger brother does, actually, Nothing Burger. He's a big PSP fan. I never got large into PSP myself, but yeah, my younger brother enjoys that console a lot. Still very affordable to collect PSP stuff. DKC closing at $4,000. Very much more affordable now. I think they screwed up, Joe. It's weird. It seems odd that they got rid of it on a second print. I agree. I don't know the rationale as to why. But yeah, 4,000 for DKC, that's really, like, I might even say that's relatively a good price. Like, you know, much more affordable than some other stuff to get yourself, like, DKC. Very cool game. Final Fantasy 2, 9.2A. Much more expensive. 9.2A, 12 copies on the pop report. Rare as hell to find a factory sealed copy of this. Pushing over $20,000 here. 9.2A.
There it is. Let's go to 20,000 now. 19 asking 20.
I think DKC should be like valuable, Supyo. I don't think it should be like $50,000-$60,000 valuable. But like $4,000 for a first print in pretty nice shape, like that seems fine to me. Looking for $28,000 on Final Fantasy 2. It feels very crazy, isn't it? Like this feels very expensive. Man, yeah, so it is. Just sold for $26,400. 85 plus for $36,000. That was back August 2022. Awada 9.4A, August 2022. So better grade copy 1.5 years ago for $21,000. 9.4A was also $43,000 that year. 9.2A plus in 2021 for $38,000. All the way back in 2020, $10,000 for an 8.0A plus. Strong sale on FF2. Strong freaking sale on FF2, man. FF3 9.2A plus. Yes, I do have a Discord. Let me just link you here. Absolutely free. You can join the Discord. Yeah, free to talk, hang out, be in the Discord. Join if you're not in the Discord. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's fun. Just ignore all the Taylor Swift stuff. Just like don't even think about that. Just mute those guys. Mute the Taylor Swift guys, and it's a good time. Final Fantasy 3 9.2A plus. I mean, I assume this is gonna get some love as well. If FF2 is gonna get some love, I assume FF3 is gonna get some love as well here. We'll bring up comps for this as well.
11.5, there it is with the cut bid, 12,000 next Heritage Live. You still have the bid at 11.5 asking 12.
9.4A for 8,500. 9.4A for 8,400. That's 2023 and 2020. One just sold.
12 asking 13.
A golden just sold a 9.4A. What is this? A week ago. Literally 1 week ago. 9.4A for 8,500. 9.2A plus. We're looking for. This is at 14 freaking thousand.
And there's my 13.
This is gonna double the frickin' golden auction sale.
13 asking 14.
That's crazy. We're still going here. Still going here. Doubling up the frickin' FF3 on golden. 9.6A plus sold November 2023 for 15.6. That was a 9.6A plus. We are past the 9.6A plus sale. Now we're going all the way back to a 9.4A plus in 2022, 27,000. Frick, man. Frickety, 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 man.
Are you sure?
Love for Final Fantasy 2 and 3 today. Absolute love for them. Man. Craig, didn't you say you won the golden copy? I think. Yeah, you just won that copy for 8.5K. There you go, Craig. Nice little double up there. Jeez. Which 9.6A plus had an issue? Sorry. This one?
Heritage Live 46 has been asking 48. Tied for the most pristine copy. 48 asking 5. 5 is bid. 55. Let's go 6,000 now. Heritage Live come back in with a bid at 6,000. 55 is bid asking 6.
What was wrong with this one here? If you're talking about this one.
You have the bid at 55. I need your advance to 6,000.
16.8 for Final Fantasy 3. Ken Griffey Baseball. Oh man, this is 9.8A plus. Yeah, I was gonna say I was keeping the price hidden there. $6,600 for Ken Griffey. Jeez. Sports fans, man. Ken Griffey fans. $6,600.
9.4. See, I can't see.
It's Craig, but Canadians are allowed to say Craig. I was saying Craig, wasn't it? Was I saying Craig? I don't even know now. Now you're in my head. You traded your 9.4A plus FF3 for lower value than this? I mean, this is a strong sale, Jonathan. That's a strong frickin' sale on both 2 and 3 here, so I wouldn't feel bad, needless to say, but like, oof.
12. Heritage Live, you may have it on the cut bid. I'm asking 12,000. There it is. Let's go 13.
Legend of Zelda 9.4A plus. Before the auction, I thought this was going to be the biggest Super Nintendo game. I don't think it's going to pass FF2 now. Jesus, $26,000. Looking for 15,000 on Zelda right now. Link to the Past 9.4A plus. Super hard to find nice first prints of this game. This auction is Bitcoining? Yeah, maybe the crypto money's flowing in, dude. Maybe the crypto money is flowing in here.
14,000. 13,000.
7133.
Oh, you were just replying to someone else. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. 15,006 for Link to the Past. Let's take a little look-see here.
37 asking 38.
Link to the Past. 9.4A back in November 2023 for 12.6. Would this just sell for 15.6? So a little bit more to get an A plus on there. This copy here, this 9.6A plus, was the distributor seal copy, I believe. It's the NFR. What was weird about this? Yeah, it doesn't have a V seam. This was a weird copy. It has this like not for resale sticker. This is just weird. That's a weird one. That one doesn't count. 9.4A for 21,000. April 2023. Jesus. So yeah, Link to the Past here, like not bad, but you know, not like nothing compared to FF2, FF3. Just a solid sale there for Link to the Past. Here's another copy, 9.0A on this one.
4,600 is the advance. All bids in. 45.
You have about 200 sealed Vita games. Damn, dude. That's a nice collection right there.
4,600.
Fog, you're very, very late. You've been busy and just listening. Almost over. We're 50%. We're literally 50% right now, Odin. But you did miss all of the NES stuff. So you're just in time for Pokemon coming up right away.
45.
Just in time to see what some of these Pokemons do.
134. Lot number 72. This is the first.
That Zelda Link to the Past just went for the same as the 9.8 CIB. That 9.8 CIB Blue Smoke was nuts. That price was nuts. You told someone last night you thought the market had essentially settled the past 9 months or so, and today would be the first auction in a while we can say the market is headed back up. I mean,
7,000 now. Heritage Live 65.
that's kind of been my rhetoric as well for the past while here. I mean, you see most of what I say. You see the live streams as well. We're probably on the same page here, Hamster.
Heritage Live 75 bid now for 8,000. It's 75 bid 8.
I think we've been going steady for like 6 months, personally.
Still asking 8,000.
But
with a bid at 8,000 now. Heritage
we'll see. This could be the first spark for things. The first spark for some confidence. Mega Man Soccer, first time at Heritage Auctions. Incredibly difficult to find. 9.4 A plus factory sealed copy. Even freaking CIBs of Mega Man Soccer are just difficult. Is the game actually good?
Last chance.
I've never had a chance to play this.
7-1-1-2.
Is Mega Man Soccer actually a
Lot
good
number
game?
73,
$9,600
Street
for the
Fighter 2.
9.4 A+.
This is a 9.6
Oof,
sealed.
almost
This is
10K,
a
hey, for
beta
Mega Man
Japan
Soccer.
copy, early production.
Mega Man X2, X3, and Mega Man
21,
Soccer are all just like
22
top tier
prior,
Super
22,
Nintendo games.
24,
Super
Heritage
Street
Live
Fighter,
has a
or
bid
sorry,
now,
just
26 to 28, go
Street
3,000,
Fighter
Heritage Live
2.
32,
My god.
34.
I wanted
Back
to
in
call it
at
Super Street
3,400.
Fighter so bad.
32 asking
9.6 A++
34, Heritage
Japan
Live,
copy
32
here.
32 asking
No,
3,400.
it's not good. Mega Man
3,400 is
Soccer
the
is not good.
advance.
You didn't really like it when you tried it.
33, 34.
Are there different print variants with Final Fantasy X2? Or wait, no, if it's first print? I'm pretty sure every copy of X2 is the same crushing game. Like you're talking about X2 on PS2, right? I'm pretty positive every Black Label copy is the same. And they printed the shit out of it. Very easy to find sealed copies of X2.
7135.
Super Street Fighter, oh my god, see? I can't do it. Street Fighter 2 sells for $4,000. Super Mario Kart, another one that like kind of like Link to the Past. It's just super freaking hard to find nice factory sealed copies of Super Mario Kart. That's why even at the signature here, we have an 8.5 A+. And this is a first print copy with game pack omitted on the back. It's right here, I believe, right? Is this where it goes? Is this where the game pack text would be, if I'm not mistaken? I believe, and that makes it a first print then? I think my CIB has it. Just one second, I'll go check.
Heritage Live, come back to me now at 4,400. 42 is bid, go 44. I need your advance to 4,400. Heritage Live, I'm going to
Yes.
do fair warning 43.
Yes, I am correct. I am correct.
It's 43 asking 44.
Face cam here. You can see.
44, 46.
Come on,
Heritage
come on,
Live,
come on,
back in
come on,
at
come on, come on, come on,
4,600.
come on, come on, come on, come on,
44 is bid
come
asking
on,
46.
come on. Where's?
44,
I
Heritage
can't even find it now.
Live,
It's right here.
46 is the advance.
Eh.
All
You
bids
can
in
see
at
right there. It says
4,600.
game pack.
46, there it is. Let's go.
Right
48.
there.
46 asking
Right
48
there.
now. Heritage Live. I need
That
your
little
advance to
text that
48.
says game pack there on the
46 to
back,
48.
that's on
47
second
on the
prints.
cut bid. How about 48?
So
Heritage Live,
hopefully you
come
guys
off
could
that
see
cut
that.
bid
It's
at
super freaking small.
4,800.
It's a variant that I
47
only
bid down,
learned
48.
on
4,800.
Did I scream at you guys?
All bids in now.
Did you guys get screamed at? Sorry guys. Sorry about that.
36. Lot number 75. We've got Super Mario World.
Sorry, guys.
9.6 A++ sealed.
Super Mario
Kart
Kart goes for $5,600.
28 is against you. Go 3,000. 3 is against
The
you.
comp was
32.
tooting at you guys? Yeah, I wonder what happened with
3,000
Facecam there.
32.
Why? Why is it so
Heritage
fucked?
Live, 3,000. Come back in at 3,200. 3,200 is the advance. Bid now for
Which one?
3,200.
This
Fair
is not-
warning. All bids in.
What is this? Audio in
At
capture.
31, but 32 is against you. Try
Is it
again at
better now? Is it
34.
fixed now? It's probably fixed now. I don't know what the hell that other thing was.
Is bid asking 34.
It should be fixed
3,400
now.
to you, Heritage
That's
Live.
weird. Some other
I have your
input
bid
was
at
going
32
on.
asking 34.
Something about your mic. Yeah, there was some other input. Something else was picking up audio. I don't know what it was.
32.
Yeah, that was super weird.
36.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm glad that you guys were able to solve that for me. Sorry about that. Super Mario Kart goes for $5,600. Super Mario World 9.6 A++. Again, with Super Mario World, getting a first print copy, really freaking hard. Really freaking difficult. So, Player's Choice copy 9.6 A++, we're looking for almost $5,000 here. $4,500. $4,300 for that. Player's Choice, the best that basically anyone's going to be able to get. Yeah, that's super weird. I don't know what it was, but super weird. And Teleport there with the $10. I don't. Did it even pop up? I don't even know if it popped up. Happy Heritage Signature. We're doing giveaways. Teleport official. Thank you, Teleport. Go check them out on Instagram. I think you're doing your giveaway. Hey, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Teleport. I think that's where you are. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island 9.6 A+. Beautiful copy of this one. Only one copy is in nicer condition. Yeah. That's what I figured, that 9.6 A+ would be up there.
6,000 to you now, Heritage Live. 55 is bid asking 6. 6,000 is the advance. 55 with you, come back in at 6,000.
You bought that in, you bought Final Fantasy X2 in 9.6A plus and As Divine, AS Divine H? I don't think I know that game. VGA 90 for 100. Yeah, well that's why X2 is so cheap to buy though. I mean, like, it's nice, right? It's nice that you can get a nice copy of X2 for like $100. If you want to buy Final Fantasy like 10, that's like 500 to 1,000. So it's a nice thing sometimes when you can get a solid game for a good price. Yes, on Instagram for Teleport. Nice. Join the giveaway there, you guys. Just follow. You can see him in the chat there. Teleport. Check out his Instagram. I think he's giving away Evolving Skies right now.
7,500 is the advance.
If I'm not mistaken.
Fair warning.
And the gifted membership. Let's go, dude.
And 75
Space Bird with the snipe. Yoshi's Island slowly pushing its way up here, almost $10,000.
Thank you, Gregson.
And Hamster coming in with the $10. Let's go, dude. I think my meal tonight is going to be 2 teen burgers from A&W. I think that's the choice. I have a coupon, 2 teen burgers for $12 Canadian. It's a snag. I think that's what I'm gonna go get after the auction today. No sushi. We're going A and dubs. Maybe I'll even treat myself to like a drink. Maybe we'll see if I'm feeling a little crazy. You know what I mean? Yoshi's Island, $9,000. Yoshi's Island is interesting. Here's Super Metroid. We'll do Super Metroid first. 9.6A plus. This is a freaking nice Super Metroid. But Yoshi's Island, I feel like it only ever exploded once or twice when it came up for auction.
Okay. I was like, you're going backwards. 7,500 Heritage Live. 7 asking 75. 7,000 against you all. 75.
We've only ever seen it sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in WATA. 2 CGC copies. Like, you know, November 2023, a 9.2A plus only did $4,000. Yoshi's Island only once. It was a 9.6A plus plus for 20K. That was November 2022. Like, even through the whole boom, I mean, 9.4A plus 10,000. Like, Yoshi's Island has never been that crazy game.
7,500.
Yeah, Yoshi's Island, man. I agree with you that it probably should be 15K. Like, that makes more sense to me, but same, yeah, Super Metroid, $9 grand for that as well. Between the two games, I mean, it's hard to not take Mario, but I would probably rather have Super Metroid. I think Super Metroid looks better. I think it's just, I just think it looks, I'd take Super Metroid. Same price, same grade, give me Super Metroid, personally. $9,000 on Super Metroid. Here's Super Street Fighter 2. There we go. 9.8A plus plus CGC.
2,400 is the advance.
Yeah, 1 drink for each 100K on the Zelda. It's more, I'm more surprised that America has A&W, Joe Kane. A&W is a Canadian franchise, is it not? Pretty positive it is.
23 is bid asking 24.
Note to self, only selling the signature. Hey, next signature's coming up in May. April 2nd consignment date, so like it's the signature auction. I mean, hey, you guys are seeing it firsthand. Brings in some really frickin' good results. It's the best of the best kind of games, but you know, like, this is where the bidders show up. This is where the bidders show up. Teleport with another gifted dude. Thank you. Much appreciated. A&W did some stuff, Comac. They had like a brew bar, I think it's called. A&W brew bar, and you can get like a mocha iced root beer or some shit. I might get that tonight. That might be what I get. Feeling a little wacky and wild. Here is the Max rifle, and if you guys, if you know, you're watching, like, why the hell is there a gun? I'm gonna have to do a short on this. I need to do a short talking about the rifle. This is just really cool for casual people. Let me just write that down. This was actually used by the military though for training. So there's also an accompanying cartridge. Looks like this is, what is this, controller with game and stuff?
Lot number 80, Super Nintendo control deck
So you get the, like,
console.
you have a literal
VGA
rifle, which I think is
95
weighted to
bit,
perfect specs. You
unopened.
plug it into
We're
the
opening
Super
the bidding.
Nintendo. Like, I'm pretty sure this is an
23,
actual rifle that
24
was
to you,
gutted.
Heritage Live, 23
Then you
on the
plug it
book,
into the
asking
Super
23,
Nintendo and you do, like, a
24,
shooting training
24,
game.
26 against
Insane.
asking 28,
Absolutely
2800
insane
now,
that there was a
20
thing. Selling for
28 against you,
$7,500 there.
Heritage Live. Still against you on the book
I
at
need to make a short about
2800,
that. That's
asking
really
3,000
interesting.
now,
More
Heritage
people
Live,
need to
come
know
back
about the
in with
rifle.
3,000.
I don't know if you
2800
need to
against
buy
you,
it for
asking
$7,000,
all bids in at
but
3,000. Last chance. 3,
you know,
32.
really cool
Still
item
against
of
you. Try
history
again,
there.
Heritage Live on the book at
This is
3,200,
also
asking
crazy. I
34.
love this so much.
34 is
A
the advance.
VGA 95
Come back in at
SNES
3,400,
mini
Heritage Live,
console. The
33,
SNES
34
101,
against
the
you. How about
reprint, the
36
Mario
now?
RPG sprites
34
on it.
against you, asking
I talked about how
36.
much I like the
34
controller when
bid now
that
at
came up.
36, Heritage
Like,
Live, 36,
man,
you have the bid. Let's go
it just
3,800.
displays
36,
so
asking 38,
frickin'
Heritage
well.
Live, 36 bid 38.
It looks
3600
so
is bid,
good on a
Heritage
shelf.
Live, it's with you. I'm asking
I
3800
have
to
a
advance now. 3600
I have a
Heritage Live,
qualified
38
one
now,
myself. It's
fair
been
warning.
open, but it's brand
All
new.
bids in and
But like,
last
I need to get
chance.
it sent off. I need to get it. I love it.
36.
I love it.
37 with the last
Great
minute
frickin'
cut bid.
awesome.
How about 38?
Great
Heritage
frickin'
Live,
console.
37 asking 38.
Like, I know it's the
38
later
bid
print, it's
4,000
easier
now.
to find
Heritage
and all
Live,
that
come back
stuff,
in with a
but
bid at
like,
4.
for actual
38 is bid
display, this
asking
looks
4.
better than the
4,000
original
to
SNES.
you, Heritage Live, come back in with a bid at 4,000.
Yeah, teleport. We need the Taco Bell giveaway.
38 go
Give the
4.
people what they
Fair warning.
want. And the people
chance.
want Taco Bell. Yeah, an original 2018 Baja Blast. Exactly. We need some cases of Baja Blast.
Lot number 81.
The Super Nintendo
Kirby's
Control Deck
Dream
4500
Land,
into
9.48
Kirby's Dream
steel,
Land.
3-line
Game
warranty,
Boy
later
starts now.
production. We're opening the
Pokemon
bidding.
is on
At 16,
deck,
15,
you
17,
guys.
18, go
Coming
19,
up,
Heritage Live,
we're
18,
gonna go into our
19, go
Pokemon.
2000 now.
The FF7 will be interesting. The last one you think got hurt because this one was also listed, but this is the end of the line for these in this grade. I mean, I said it when the other one sold, Hamster. I think that FF7 9.88++, I think it sold for $12,000. Did it even get 12 grand? Whatever it was, I thought it was a snag. I thought that was a good price for whoever bought that first one. We'll see what it does tonight.
Heritage Live, 3 is bid 3,200 now. It's 3
Harvey! Adam, you actually used a max rifle in training while with the US Army. What? That is crazy, dude. That is crazy, dude. What did that Street Fighter 2 sell for? $4,000. Or do you mean the Super Street Fighter 2? That was $3,000. The regular one, 9.68++, 4,000. They're both $4,000 actually. So, both right around 4 grand for them.
7131.
Kirby's Dream Land was a 9.4A, 4,320. That's Kirby's first game right there on the Game Boy. 3-line warranty box should be an early print too, hey? 4,300. Link's Awakening, 9.2A plus. Use the C64 version first and the SNES version later on. I didn't even know that, I didn't even know that Commodore 64 had a version. Does it say Colt on the side of the rifle? A good question. I assume stuff like that was wiped off of it, or like, you know, sanded off the rifle. It looked like. Ah, maybe it does. I can't make out the small text here.
3,800.
Says Jaeger.
I
don't know if that means anything to you.
Zelda Link's Awakening. This is a VGA graded 85 NM plus
Pretty
seal.
frickin'
Let's
cool
open the
though, I'll tell you that.
28.3.
This did include the game. You also get your basic rifle marksmanship program, 1994 there. Product is usually used by the United States government only, not to be sold, copied, or altered. Just like the most heat item to have in your possession. You stole from the United States government. Oh god. Oh no. Link's Awakening was a 9.28 plus there for 4,500. Another Link's Awakening, VGA 85 on this one. We have an 85 going head to head with a 9.2A plus. You fell asleep, woke up, still here. Love ya. Oh yeah, we are 59% into the auction house moose. Internet interview Adam for the short content? Yeah, seriously. I need to interview Adam for the long content, man. Dude's been around forever. Seems like he's done everything. Here's the big Pokemon one of the day. 9.4 A++, Sandshrew, red text, first print, Pokemon Blue. Super high grade here. Second highest graded copy. Yeah, of only 13 of the red text copies on the Pop Report. Looking for 31,000.
It's a red. There are only 13 copies of this variant available, and we're only at 24,000. Heritage Live, come
Only
back
at
in at
24,000,
26,
she knows.
28 against you, asking 30,000 now. Try again at 30. Heritage Live on the book at 28, asking 30,000 from my Heritage Live bidders. 28 against you all. Come back
Looking
in
for
with your bid at
36.
30,000. 28 is bid, go 30. I need your 30,000 Heritage Live. All bids in for 30,000.
She's gonna end
Fair
it.
warning. Last chance. Are you sure? 28,000. Our book bidder.
I think my own prediction for it was closer to 40.
We've got the Pokemon Blue version.
Closed at 33.6.
This is the blue text early production.
33.6 for Pokemon Blue, 9.48++ red tech Sandshrew.
Come back in at 5,000.
Not too shabby.
49, 5,000, 55.
Yeah, I was thinking more around 40K. Gyarados, you want it. Let's go, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you that you didn't have to get into a big fight with it. I'm happy for you. That's super cool, man. Congrats on the Grail. Pokemon Blue 9.6A. This is a Sandshrew Blue screenshot here. Which one, Mike? How do they know this is a first production on the Pokemon Blue, do you mean? It says it on the back. So if you just look at Pokemon Blue Sandshrew prints, you just have to read the text here. And it says collect up to 139 different Pokemon playing the red version. Right here. So you just have to look at the back of your copy and it either says blue or red. If it says red, you got yourself a first print.
7142.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy. $9,600 for the 9.6A Sandshrew Blue. Here's the 9.6A Sandshrew Red. Biggest Pokemon Red in this auction. Sitting at 70, looking for 7,200 right now with BP.
I need your bid at 6,000.
Oh, you're looking for the proof that red means first. Gotcha. I mean, it's... I would say it's pretty likely they were produced at the same time, Mike. But, like, given that it's a misprint, the logical conclusion is that it would be swapped. But you also might be able to look at cartridge dates. I'm not sure how deep people have gone with it, Mike. Because if you open up cartridges and stuff, you can look at like printed dates on the carts, board dates as to what was distributed. But I think it's more so just like the logical conclusion is that red was first, it was fixed.
And last chance. And another cut bid there at 7,250 goes 75. 7,500 is the
That's as far as I know about it, though.
Top up that cut bid at 75. 7,250.
Yeah, you should be able to do a deep dive on cartridges if you really wanted to get nitty gritty with it. Looking for $9,000 on the 9.6A here with the big sticker on Charizard's head. Unfortunate on that.
7,250.
Selling for $8,700.
Red version 9.0A sealed early production. Let's open. At 34.
No, I know it's up, yo. And anytime you can actually like do it definitively and prove it, it's awesome. But you know what I mean.
Still at 4,200.
Like I said, I greatly assume that they were released at the same time. The misprint and the not.
48. Heritage Live 4,600 is bid. I need your 4,800. 4,600 on the book. 48 to you.
The 9.0A red here, another Sandshrew production early print. Already pushing its way up to almost 7,000. Jesus, the 9.6A for 87 with a sticker on it. I mean, people might have been scared off by the sticker. And teleport with 5 gifted. Let's go, dude. It's like 30 gifted today total, I think.
And 6,000 goes.
Frickin' doing great. Yeah, no, Petty Man, I hear you on it. Because you can see the bidding here on the one without the sticker. Like, look at this. The copy without the big-ass sticker on it is almost the same price here. This is 9.0 versus 9.6. But big-ass sticker versus no sticker.
All bids in.
And the issue with the sticker is it's one of those big metal ones. So you can see that someone started touching the sticker. Like, right, they started trying to peel it. They might have pulled the shrink wrap here. It's possible they fucked with something. Like, these stickers aren't easy to remove. Yeah, it looks like it was played with up here as well, actually. It might have even been, yeah, they touched this corner as well. So
It's fixed bid
someone
65. Heritage Live, you
picked
have the
at
bid
every
6,000,
corner
asking
there. 3 different
6,500.
corners look
Fix
picked
its
at.
bid, Heritage
Like, it's
Live.
just,
Come back in at 6,500.
you know what I mean?
All bids in,
65,
and there's my
7.
65.
8,700 for
bid.
that
How
one
about
versus
7,500?
7,800
It's 7
for the
asking
much
75.
cleaner looking
Heritage
one.
Live, come back in with a bid at 75.
So
7,072.50 goes 7,500.
I,
Heritage Live.
I,
It's
I don't know, man.
7,250 asking 7,500.
Just shows those big stickers, eye
7,500 is
appeal,
the
that stuff
advance.
matters.
All bids
9.68 plus yellow
Fair
first
warning.
production.
75.
Pixelated
75 goes
ESRB down there in the
8,000.
corner. Looking
It's
for 9,600 on this.
8,000 is the advance. Heritage Live, the bid is with you at 75.
You gotta get that eye appeal, Supyo.
Heritage
Gotta get
Live.
that eye appeal.
Bring me your bid at 8,000.
You can't even tell
Fair
it's freaking
warning. All
Charizard on the
bids in.
cover. You're playing Who's
Last
That
chance.
Pokemon, and it's like, I don't know. It looks vaguely familiar, but like, you know? If you can't tell, you can't tell. Buy the game, not the grade. $9,000 to the Pokemon Yellow 9.68 plus. Into Spider-Man 2, Jesus, 9.8A plus. First time offering the game in general, 9.8A plus. Whew. Yeah, oh man, I was gonna say this Spider-Man 2 might do numbers. The bidding is opening at almost $7,000. Holy shit.
You have the bid. Heritage Live, how about 6,000? 57.50 is bid asking 6. I need your 6,000 Heritage
Also
Live.
try
You
to
have the
remove
bid
it and
now.
it
I
could
need
rip.
6,000
Yes,
to
it could.
advance. All bids in
Absolutely
for
could.
6,000.
Mike sold that for
Fair
like
warning
13. Which
and
one,
last
Jonathan?
chance.
Which one was sold for like 13K?
57.50.
The Spider-Man 2, 6,900. That's big.
Super Mario Land. What
Craig, you won the
9.8
Spider-Man 2.
A+
Jesus,
sealed
dude.
yellow screenshots,
That's
USA,
that's
Canada,
a cool
Mexico,
freaking
Twins.
game, but fuck man,
Mid-production.
7,000.
Opening the bidding.
Jesus.
At
Jesus,
26,
Craig.
36, and
That's
nice job on
Craig.
Heritage Live. Let's go 3,800.
Super Mario
It's
Land,
36
yellow
and 38.
screenshots,
Heritage Live,
9.8A
3600.
plus on
The bid
this.
is with you. I need your 3,800 now. It's
I assume there are
36
no
bid
comps
38.
on
Heritage
Spider-Man,
Live,
no.
Come back in with your bid at 3,800.
Anything
All
could be
bids
under
in
that
for
sticker.
3,800. Fair warning. Last chance.
38.
And there's my 38. Go
4,000.
4,000. 4 is
Let's
bid,
take a peek.
42
Yeah,
is
the
next.
Pokemon Red
Try again,
prices
Heritage
here.
Live. 4,000 is bid. I
41.
need your 4,200. There it is. Let's
Game
go
Boy.
4,400 now. It's 42 bid 44, 44,
46.
and 46. Let's go 48. It's 46
Sandshrew,
asking 48.
Pokemon
Heritage Live,
Red.
the bid is at 46.
Yeah, so
I'm asking
9.2A plus
4,800
plus
to advance.
9,600,
Come back in, Heritage
9.2A
Live, with
plus
your 4,800.
9,000.
All bids in for 48.
Man,
Fair warning to you
that
all on
sticker
last chance.
scared people.
47, there it is. Let's go 48.
that's the only
47 bid
logical
48.
thing. Like that's July,
4,800
August right
now,
there for a
Heritage Live.
9.2 and a
You have the bid
9.2A
on
plus
the
plus
cup bid now,
9,000 and
47.
9,600.
I need your
I-
4,800
Unless we're
to
just gonna
advance.
say like no one
47
wants a
is bid, go
9.6A
48.
Sandshrew.
All bids in and last chance.
85 plus, almost $17,000 November 2023.
7, 1,
Like that 9.0 did pretty freaking well. The
On number
9.6
91,
did
the
not.
Game Boy console,
That's
8
crazy,
VGA
man.
graded, 80 plus NM sealed.
So
green
interesting.
Screenshots.
So interesting.
First production.
Super Mario Land 9.8A plus for 5,640.
22, 24,
This is a
Heritage Live,
early
there's my bid,
Game Boy.
25,
Geez,
how about
first production
26,
they're saying.
26 is
VGA
advanced,
80
there's my bid,
plus.
28,
Game Boy
how about
green
3,000
screenshots
now?
first print.
Come back in
Pushing
for
its way up to
3,000.
over $4,000 very
31,
quickly
32 is the
here.
advance. Heritage Live
32.
232 is bid asking 34.
After about 6
Come back
shots,
in at
that price tag
3,400.
on red
Heritage
starts
Live,
to
the bid is with you
disappear.
at 32,
Yeah,
asking
that's
3,400.
exactly.
3,400 now.
Should have
Heritage
sent
Live.
that Pokemon Red
have
to
the bid at
Monty and he
32.
would have gotten
I
that
need your
sticker off
34
with
to advance.
ease.
All bids in now.
That's the
from
beauty of
Heritage
using
Live.
Monty as a
34,
middleman
there it is,
right there.
36 as well. How about 38?
Best middleman in the
36,
business. He'll even
38.
clean up
Heritage
your
Live, you
games
have
for
the
you,
bid
I
at
tell
36,
ya.
37,
I
38
tell
to
ya.
you. Come back
Nice
in at
guy Monty over
3,800.
there.
There it is. Let's go 4,000. Round us up. Heritage Live to 4,000. 3,800.
It's
is
just
bid
scary
asking
with those
4,
stickers,
4,000 is the
Monty, when
advance.
someone else
It's
has
38
already
bid
done
4.
like
I need your 4,000.
like how I showed,
42
someone
is
else has
next.
already
Heritage
started
Live, come
mucking
back
with
in at
this.
42, 44
This
now.
is when it's
You have the
scary.
bid at
Because it's
4,200,
like,
asking
have they
44.
already
I
ripped
need your
something?
4,400.
Have they
Heritage Live,
already,
42 is
you know what I
bid asking
mean?
4,400.
Like when you see your
44
corners are
asking
already
45,
coming
let's go
up, it's like,
4,600.
what
It's
have they
45 to
already done
46.
to it?
4,600 is
Has
the advance.
somebody
Heritage
else
Live, you have the bid at
already
45,
fucked it up?
asking 46.
That's the scary
4,600 to
thing there.
you.
That sticker
Come back
red
to me
Mike
with a bid at
sold.
4,600
Jeez,
on
man.
fair warning to you all.
Mike did
46,
well
there
on
it
that
is.
one
Let's go
then, if he sold it for
4,800.
13.
It's 46 bid 48.
That's a slick
4,800
sale on the
now. Heritage
sticker
Live,
red there.
5,000 next. Come back in with your bid at 5,000.
And this is one of those things I've
5,000
like
is the
said
advance.
since the
Heritage Live,
start
we get
is
to
I don't
5,000
like
each and
stickers.
exchange.
Stickers are
Being on
bad.
this side
Stickers
of the
should hurt
5,000
more
is
than they do.
4,800 asking 5.
Personal
5,000
opinion
to
on
you.
that.
All bids
But
in,
like
Heritage Live.
stickers,
There's my 5.
stickers are
Let's go
shit, man.
5,500. 5 is bid asking
Stickers are
55.
not good.
5,500 next, Heritage Live. You have the bid at 5.
Green
Answer that
screen
bid at
first print
5,500.
Game Boy 80 plus
5,000
is
is bid
pushing
for
its way over
55.
$6,000. Looking
bids
for
in at fair
6,600 here.
Last
80
chance.
plus on this.
1,000.
A $29.99 sticker really puts life into
106.
perspective.
Lot number 92.
Which is
we've got
worse, stickers
Pokemon
or hang tab?
Crystal
Stickers by
version,
far.
9.2A
Stickers
plus
by
sealed.
far.
This is series misprint.
You've bought games with a
This is
sticker
your
and
first
an A
Pokemon
seal,
game.
removed and cleaned
Good
it, bumped
play.
it up to an
It's
A+.
a girl.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
Brian.
lovely. Bring
And
her
that's
over
one
the
thing,
bidding.
you know, if you know what you're doing, you
45
can buy
asking
games like
46
this, or
Heritage Live,
you can buy games like the
4,500 against you
Pokemon.
all, 46
Remove
is
that
the
sticker,
advance now,
clean it
45
up,
go
you might be able to
46
get a better
Heritage
grade.
Live.
But
Against you on the book at 45. Do I have an advance to 4,600?
just
All bids
something
in
that
if they're
you
wanting
can
to
do.
all.
As you get better with stickers, removing and stuff, you can clean them up.
46, 48,
Pokemon
Heritage
Crystal,
Live.
9.2
How
A
about
plus with the
5,000?
misprint
48
on
against
the
you, asking
back.
5,000 is the advance
We'll
now.
see what
48
Crystal
on the book,
does here.
5,000 to you.
Looking for
Come
6
back in,
grand
Heritage
on it.
Live with your 5,000.
One of the most
48
expensive
against you at
games.
5.
One of the
Fair
rarest to
warning. All
find.
bids in now, and
You
last
guys already
chance to
know.
at 5,000.
Yeah, steady hand and nerves of steel.
Do our book
Be
here.
chugging back that
Lot number
Bestine, be
93,
chugging
Pokemon
back that
Gold version,
Gugon.
9.8A plus sealed. Let's open.
You gotta have that Gugon just flowing through your
41 asking
veins.
42,
That's the
42,
secret to a good
44,
sticker
Heritage
removal.
Live, come back in at
Take a quick
4,400,
swig and
43,
then you're
44.
good to go.
Let's go 46 now. It's 44 asking
5,760
46, Heritage Live. The
for
bid is
Crystal,
with you at 44,
9.2A
46
plus.
is next. 46
Crystal's
is
the last one I
advance.
still
Heritage
need.
Live, the bid is
That hurts.
4,400. Come
That
back in
hurts.
with your bid at 46. Fair
Pokemon
warning
Gold
to you
version,
all, last
9.8A plus.
4,400.
Not a lot of bidding, not a big fight on that one. $5,200 for the 9.8A plus.
Lot number
I know gold is a lot
94,
more
we've got the
available,
Pokemon
but
Gold
dare I
version,
say,
9.6A plus sealed.
9.8A
Let's open the
plus
bidding.
for $5,000?
21,
Not
22,
bad.
24,
Not bad.
Heritage Live, come back in
I
with a bid at
almost want to say it's a good
2400.
purchase.
22 is bid asking 24.
Almost.
24 is the
You know,
advance. Heritage
it's
Live, come back
not
to me
bad.
now with a
It's
bid
not
at
freaking bad.
2400.
Here's
You have
another
the bid at
Pokemon
22,
Gold,
asking
9.6A
24.
plus on this one, looking for
2,400
just
to
about
advance.
3,000 here.
All bids in a fair
Looking for
warning.
28.8 on it.
And 23 with the cut bid. 24 is next. Heritage Live.
You upgraded Star Fox
24
80
is bid
plus with
26.
security sticker to
I'm back in at
9.6A plus, no
It's
sticker.
24
That's
with you asking
crazy,
26.
Elysium.
2,600 is the advance.
And I will say, like the
All bids
difference
in for
between VGA and
2,600
WADA,
Heritage Live.
VGA would
Fair
actually
warning,
slam you for
last
those
chance.
stickers. Like VGA was kind of ruthless with those metal security stickers. They would
7145.
actually just
Lot
give
number
you a bad
95,
grade.
we've got the
They would
Pokemon
hurt your
Trading
grade a lot.
Card Game,
So,
9.8,
I gotta give
8
kudos to
plus
VGA
sealed.
because
We're
I
opening
think
the
they should
bidding.
hurt the grade a lot
At
too.
22, 24 is bid on
Pokemon Gold
Heritage Live. You have the bid
2,880.
now.
So
Let's go
jumping from
2,600.
the
Oh,
jumping from the 9.6 to the 9.8
You're just yelling
didn't even double the price.
32.
So again, like 5,280.
34.
I think it's a pretty
Heritage
solid
Live.
purchase.
And there it is.
Pokemon Trading Card
36,
Game,
9.8
9.8A plus plus. What a beauty. Pokemon TCG, very, very fun game too. If you've never played it, it's super addicting. Like, I had a lot of fun playing this. I played it probably like 6 months ago on an emulator with speed up and all that. Like, very fun, very addicting. I like card games, so like, you know, of course.
Bids in at 3,800. Fair warning. And there's my bid. 4,000 now. Heritage Live.
Fun
38
game.
Asking 4,000. 4,000 to Advance Heritage Live. Bid now for 4.
Taking stickers
38
off of
is bid
VGA
asking
graded games is the
4,000.
easiest upgrade.
4,000
Yep.
is the advance.
Yup.
All bids in.
It is. You
And
just gotta be
39,
confident with what you're
4,000
doing,
Heritage
right?
Live, top that off at
Buy
4,000.
those sticker games, get those
39 is
stickers
bid
off, and
asking
frickin'
4.
away you go.
Finish off that cut bid at 39.
Get those grade bumps, baby.
4,000 to you. All
Get
bids
those
in
grade
Heritage
bumps.
Live. Last chance and fair warning.
No, you get a Meowth
And
in this, I believe,
3,900.
right? I think it comes with Black Star Meowth. Not that valuable at all. You get one card.
714.
Pretty positive it's Black Star
And my
Meowth.
last lot before I
Adam,
pass
and
the
it's
podium back
not
to
that
Philip.
valuable.
Lot number 96. We've got
This
the
is like the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
value here is
Dual
the game itself.
Stories.
4,680 on Pokemon TCG. Now this Dark Dual Stories, on the other hand, the cards inside are extremely freaking valuable. This is a first print here that does include Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, and Exodia inside. All three of those are very freaking expensive in PSA 10. Even PSA 9 they're worth thousands. So first print Dark Dual Stories here, looking for almost 7,800.
Warning to you all at 6,500. And 65 is bid. Goes 7,000 now. Heritage Live, the bid is at 65.
If you sent in red with no shrink wrap
7,000 is
and the
the
stupid
advance.
sticker,
Heritage
would they
Live, come
grade
back in
it
with a
like a
bid at
Japanese
7,000.
game if it wasn't open?
65
They would give it
asking
an NS
All bids in at
crushing game.
7,000.
You'd get an
Are you
NS as the
sure?
seal grade for
Last
no
chance.
seal, but
And
the
fair
actual
warning.
value of the game would be awful. Like an NS Pokemon game will like never outsell an actual sealed one. You know what I mean? If the game came with a seal and you give it an NS, it becomes like a glorified CIB. So not a good thing to do. I don't recommend it except for like very, very specific circumstances. I'm going to the bathroom very quick. Exploded Hamster, you go to the bathroom too. We got 5 minutes here.
Okay. Thank you, Sophie. Looks like we are into Nintendo 64. We're on lot 97, Donkey Kong 64, VGA 90 NM plus MT sealed. 7750. Let's go 8,000. 7750 on the cut here to you, Heritage Live. Let's do $8,000. 7750. We've had this bid, but let's get another bid. 8,000. Let's get it in your hands. Are you there? There we go. 8,000. Prior 8,000. It's a prior 8,000. Just give me a little bit more. Maybe a cut bid. Just try it. It is actually with the book. You know how it goes. When I say a tie, it's a tie. Give me a little bit more. 8,500 full increment. Well, you got it now. Anyone in at 9,000? Okay, we've got some bidders. Let's do it. Who's in at 95? 9,000 for 9,500 for Donkey Kong 64. 9, take me to 95. Any action out there at 9,500? Heritage Live, I'll say fair warning at 9,500. All right, let's do 9,000.
7147.
7147. So lot 98, we have The Legend of Zelda, WATA 9.4 A++ sealed. 2,600, 3,006 it looks like. Let's do 3,200. There's our 32. 34. Heritage 34. Couple 36. Bidders. 36. Anyone out at 38 for The Legend of Zelda here? Let's do Collector's Edition. Looking for 4,000. $4,000. 38. There's our 4. Who's in at 4,200 here? 42. Took the words from me. Looking for 4,400. How about 4,400 for The Legend of Zelda? Any more bids at 44? Now's the time. We'll say fair warning at 44.
Oof. It was like stepping out into a different world exiting this room. My God. The girlfriend left. I don't know where the hell she went. It's quiet in here. All the lights are off. My God. Whole different world out there. Oh yeah, we hit. Hey, we always hit hand wash skip. Hand wash skip is extremely fast. We're not running glitchless here, so yeah. We hit hand wash skip. That's at least a 15-second time save. Great time on that. Great time on the run. Time.
Greg just got paid to use the bathroom. Living the dream.
And just in time for King Graph with the 10. Go, dude. Much appreciated. Donkey Kong 64 went for 10,800. Oh my God. Isn't that really freaking good?
Heritage Live, I'll say fair warning at not no fair warning.
I'm just like Hassan leaving during a reaction. Yeah.
Looking for an advance.
Just like Hassan.
Legend of Zelda.
Just like the top of the hour ad break, my guy. I think DK64 for 11 grand is pretty fucking big. Ocarina of Time 9.4 A++, $5,000. The 9.6 A++ standard for 13.2. Oh man, call me crazy here, but I would rather buy 2 of these. You could get 2 9.4 A++ collector's editions for less than the 9.6 A++ standard. Call me crazy, but I would rather have 2 copies of the collector's edition.
647. Cut it up. We'll take it. Anybody going to 48?
Personal opinion there. Personal opinion. I know that this is harder to grade. There's less copies of the standard one. I know, but frick man, 13.2 versus 5,000? I don't know. Majora's Mask 9.8 A++, pushing its way up over $6,000.
Say fair warning. 52.50 cuts it up. Still bid right there. Still asking 55 now.
Yeah, lost Greg but gained Phillips.
5,557.
You have Dark Duel Story sealed, but yours is second print that comes with the different cards. Yeah. Most people have the second print. Most people opened the first print. The cards inside were worth more than the game itself for a really long time. I mean, it still might be. So a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh people would just buy these games and frickin' open them, grade the cards inside. So for video game collectors, they're fighting with Yu-Gi-Oh collectors on this one. Kind of funny. 9.8 A++ Majora's is pushing. Oh man, looking for 8 grand on it here. Not doing too shabby. 9.8 A++. Not doing too shabby. The closer it gets to 10,000, the stronger the sale. It probably can't exceed 10 grand. It didn't even get there, yeah. So $7,800, not too bad.
The bidder 7150.
Just got into graded games. Just got into the graded video game hobby. Nothing crazy, but you're collecting different versions from Grim Fandango and Grim Fandango Remastered. You couldn't wait for them to come for the grades. So I sent in the Switch version. They got 9.8 with A+ wrap. Not bad for your first time sending in a game. I agree, James. Not bad at all. And that's kind of the minimum you want to try and get if you're sending in Switch games. Like, try to always get super clean stuff where you're getting that 9.8 A+ at minimum. Always try to get that on Switch games if you can. Like, even 9.6 A+, you know what I mean? It's not bad. It's just not great for Switch. 9.2 A+, Mario Kart 64. Back down to reality, hey? $7,500. Which still, like, not bad, but...
She's one of the little characters. All right,
not bad, but definitely back down to reality on that. Mario Party 9.2 A++ with the frantic 4-player fun first print copy here. We'll see. Looking for $7,800 on Mario Party. The thing with Mario Party 1, even versus like Mario Kart 64, the Zelda games, way less copies of Mario Party 1 on the pop report. $7,200, almost the same price as Mario Kart 64.
All right, new party, lot 103.
Just about. Mario Kart 64 outselling it by $300 there. Mario Party 1, 7,200. Pokemon Stadium, 90+. That's a high grade on Stadium. I think Philip would cosplay Luigi better, personally. Great question. These are the questions we're here for. Collector's edition all the way. The real Chads get the player's choice out. Who has a CE for you? You got to go with the standard. They'll pay the heritage comps minus 20%. Yeah. Go put that up in the Facebook group, Supyo. Isn't that the secret there? Someone was offering to pay heritage comps minus like 25% or something. Like, oh man, you're so generous.
If you want in 11,000 or cut it up at 10.
So generous of you. If the Blue Eyes hits a 10 in the Dark Duel stories, you still make money. Just depends if you're a degenerate gambler or not. Yeah, so there you go. Do the cards of the second print have any value? Not really. Yeah, as PSA 10s, what can you get? Multiple hundreds for them? What's a Ciaru in 10 worth? $500? You'd know better than I do, Petty. I assume in PSA 10, all three of them aren't even $1,000 would be my guess. But again, we've opened on the cut. Not nearly as valuable as the first print. Not nearly as valuable. Stadium though, frickin' 90+ went for $12,600. A big frickin' Stadium sale there. Smash Bros 9.4 A+. Another game that's just like back down to earth, hey? Remember when a 9.4 A++ Smash Bros sold for what, $100,000? $7,800. And these are still pretty big prices for N64 stuff, but like, you know, these prices make a lot more frickin' sense. Yeah, Smash Bros. What happened? Yeah, I mean, craziness happened, Jonathan. Craziness happened.
Let's do 43.
Smash Bros 9.0 A+.
Disagrees with the 43. Let's do 46.
We can look at we'll start with Mario Party here.
Current bid, you see it, 4,000.
Oh, I'm not on N64.
We'll go to 46. Anybody out there?
We'll start with Mario Kart actually. Mario Kart 64. What do we have? 9.2 A+
We're
today.
46 now. Go to 48, right? How about 4,000?
9.4 A+ last sold November for 8,100. 9.0 A+ for 8,400. Tonight the 9.2 did 75. So like, you know, not a better sale for Mario Kart, but right where it kind of should be, give or take.
Next we have
kind of in that same range.
64.
Smash Bros. At 9.0 A+ did 5,500. Here's Wave Race 9.0 A+.
Looking for a bid.
Wave Race is low-key pretty expensive. Yeah, 9.0 A+ here, pushing up to almost $3,000. Wave Race has some quiet value there. Some quiet value on Wave Race. I'll tell you that. Pushing over $3,000, 9.0 A+. Look at Mario Party quick here. The Mario Kart 64 didn't do anything special. Mario Party. Is this the same copy? 9.2 A++? Yes, it is. So the exact same copy sold for $6,600 on Heritage Auctions, November 2022. So, what, a year and a half ago? It sold today for $600 more. So Mario Party actually did decent. Like I said, there just aren't many on the pop report, so like, but, you know. Sold for $600 more than it did November 2022. Pokemon Stadium, 12,600 is big. We'll check Smash Bros in just a second. Wave Race went for 3,600. Ruby is a 9.8 A plus on it. Pokemon Ruby, a big one here. The Sapphire, I believe, is, 9.8 A plus plus coming up on Sapphire, too. Jesus. Ruby's looking for 9,600. That Smash was cheap. We'll bring up the comps in just a second here. We'll get the comps. What is the tell on First Print Stadium? Machamp or Horsey? I had it written down somewhere. Where the frick did I write it down? Oh my god. I think it's Horsey? What, do I have it on this page, maybe? I wrote it down somewhere in my notes here. Horsey equals second print. Here's my page of notes.
Starting at looking for
if I can show you guys.
Come on in at
here are all my notes.
Heritage Lab, need that 85.
So you can see, where the hell was it here? Sold. Horsey, there it is.
9,000. Now 95.
Horsey equals second print.
9,000 here, but looking for you to come in at 95. Sapphire version of
Those are some handwritten Greg notes right there. Someday I'll sign that page of notes and it'll sell for money, I tell you that. Those are beautiful notes. The Horsey is second print. Machamp is first print, I believe. Ruby, $9,600 there. Sapphire, 9.8 A plus plus. I don't even know the last time we saw a 9.8 A plus plus Sapphire.
Nintendo.
Have we ever seen 9.8 A plus plus?
13,000. I have your 13,000.
16,200. We saw it November 2023. Jesus, not even that long ago.
We have a $13,000 bid looking for.
So we saw it July 2021 and November 2023. 16,200 was the comp. We are there. Jesus, looking for 16.8 right now. Just shy.
7-1.
Just shy of the last sale. 15,600 today. Man, you'd buy my notes for 1K. We just got your bank password too? Yeah, maybe. I don't even know what the hell's in these notes.
Current bid is 41, but let's go to 42.
I don't even know what's in these notes. You might have. Let me just check that quick.
On this one, I'll say fair warning. 4,100 to the book.
I don't think there's anything important in there.
All right. 110.
Had me nervous there for a second. Pokemon Sapphire 9.6 A plus for 4,920. Into a Game Boy Advance console, Glacier, the translucent one here. VGA 95. VGA 95 sitting at $4,000.
The Glacier Game Boy Advance console. Looking for 3,400.
There are some absolute bangers in this option. Yes. Yes, there are. This auction is... Man, am I crazy or is Philip frickin' stroking these things? These are some, like, these are quick here. Out of context, we'll have Philip stroking, but... VGA 95 with the Glacier 3,840. It just feels like we're saving some time here. Speedrun strats. VGA 95 Game Boy Advance SP Pokemon Center Edition. Japanese only release on this, I believe. VGA 95. This thing's pretty crazy. Looking for 6,000. And I want to check the Smash. Super Smash Bros. N64. We just had 9.48 plus for $7,800. Yeah. April 2023. So Smash Bros. Still a little bit of weakness there on the water graded copy. 9.2A plus sold 2023 April for $7,800. Same price.
5,500 is our current bid. There's 6,000 now.
So yeah, not a great sale on Smash Bros. Either. But like, you know, we go back to January 2023 and a freaking 9.4 A plus plus was $15,000.
We'll say fair warning.
Like, I mean, Smash Bros. I think got just freaking crazy personally. So I mean, you know, just coming back down to earth. Not an awful sale by any means, but yeah, 9.2 did outsell it last year, so still a bit down on Smash. Someone got a good deal, I could even say.
There's our 11, 12, anybody in
The Charizard SP for $7,200. 2009 Pokemon World Championships Nintendo DSi with bag and memorabilia. So the biggest item in here is going to be the
unsharpened pencil,
actual console
enamel
itself
pen.
from Pokemon World
So look,
Championships
in the elusive
2009.
Nintendo DSi, it's right
Do
here.
we have
Let's
more
do
pictures? We only
2000.
have 3 pictures. Here's
How
the
about
console itself.
2200 here. 2000.
I want to see the top of
Take
it.
us to 22. Looking for an advanced.
There. There's the
2200,
DSi
Heritage
console
Live, any
itself,
other
what it
bidders
looks
coming in
like.
at 22.
So I don't know
2000,
if it was
go
given away as a
22.
promo prize or
Anyone in
like,
at 2,400,
I don't know the,
cut
it
bid
probably
23,
says.
go
The
24.
description probably says how
Looking
you
for
get
a
it.
bid
1
of
second here.
2,400. There it is, 24. Anybody pushing to 2,600? Again, an unsharpened pencil. And
I don't know how you got it. I don't know if you just had to attend, if it was given to the winners. I don't know how it was distributed. But looking for over $3,000 on it. Pokemon World Championship DSi plus bag plus hat.
On the cut bid, still
Nice
open.
little merch kit here.
Lot's still open. How about 28? There's our 28. Go to 3,000 now. 2,800 looking for an advance.
Yeah, the Game Boy
3,000.
Charizard
Next
is
would be
really
3,000.
freaking cool. They're like 3K raw in Japan
Got
for an
it.
open
Now
one.
32.
Jesus.
Three looking for a
I
bid of
remember the
3,200.
Pikachu one, West, was
Anyone out
also
there?
sitting on eBay like a few years ago for I
warning?
think $3,000,
3,000.
but I was being a cheap prick and I
31,
didn't just buy it.
32. We're still bidding. Anyone in at 34?
These
How about
these Japanese
3,400?
ones are beautiful.
Get those bids in.
The box, the
32
display,
to
they just look
34.
great.
Again, fair warning.
How do they know if something is opened
3,000,
unused?
3,200.
Generally speaking, they
Let's get
check
those
the
bids in.
hinges or they look for signs of opening.
34,
Like
36.
if
Anyone
you
in at
have a
38?
cardboard
Let's do a
box and you start
$3,800
opening it
bid.
multiple times,
I'll say fair warning again.
there
Anyone
are
in at
subtle
38?
signs of wear that develop
Let's do
themselves.
36.
So you can like tell when cardboard has been
7,
flexed
1,
backwards
0,
multiple
2.
times.
Okay.
There's
lot 113.
it's
We
not
have
it's not like an
Nintendo
exact
Power
science, but there's a
#1.
lot of tells.
Starting at
Like even
looking for
just as a
3,000,
casual
32,
person,
now
once you
34.
know what to
Who's
look
in at
for, you can be like,
34,
that looks,
34,
you know what I mean?
36?
Like,
How about
that doesn't
38?
look good.
38 to 4,000, looking for a 42.
The
It's
Pokemon
here,
DSi, the
rated
2009 World
9.4 by
Championships for
CGC.
4,320.
Anyone in at 48,
Oof.
amazing to still
If you
even
recall
exist.
correctly, the DSs are given
Although
to
the
people
ones
who
on Sprite
place
just
above a
been
certain
used and
position
done
in the
over
video
the
game
years.
category at the
Anybody
World
in?
Championships.
7,000.
Nice.
Pass
Yeah, that's
off
what I
to your
figured is
neighbors
that they
and
were only
friends
given
and
out to
family
like,
to have one in
you know,
this
certain
great
positions,
condition.
certain
It's here
competitors.
for the taking. Anyone at
4,300. I mean,
75.
that's
7,000
pretty
looking
freaking
for
big, right? Like that's pretty big.
$7,500 bid for Nintendo Power
World
#1.
Championship Pokemon stuff, man.
For 75.
Pokemon never fails.
We'll say fair
9.4
warning, they're at
Nintendo
75,
Power.
looking for 8,000.
9 point. What the hell is
77.50
the
cut.
comp
We got
on
your cut
this?
bid, 8,000 doesn't matter. Looking for 85.
16,800, November 4th,
You'll have
2023.
a Nintendo
16.8
Power. Start a collection
back
with
in
that.
November.
Anyone in at
Looking for
$9,000.
10.8 right now.
9,000.
Looking for
There we are.
11.4,
About
slowly but
95.
surely working its way up there on Nintendo Power.
9,500. There we are at 95, looking for a bid of $10,000 for Nintendo Power magazine.
You want to say it's like
Looking for
fourth and
10,000.
higher for each division of the video game category, but you don't remember
$10,000 bidder out
exactly?
there.
I would
Fair
believe that.
warning.
That makes sense. Like they're not just
There's
gonna, you know,
10,000 looking for
they're not
11.
gonna hand out
Looking
hundreds
for
of
an
those DSi
$11,000
consoles.
bid,
So
10 looking for 11. Can we push to $11,000?
that sounds
Cut it up
believable
at
to me.
10.5. We'll say
Did
fair
every
warning.
year get
Anything
those
beyond
West,
10.
or was it like specific years that saw
11,000
them?
asking for 12,000. 11,000
You can be our
looking for
resident JP
12,000.
Pokemon
Cut
expert
would
for
be
the day here.
11,500.
God knows I don't know nearly as much as you do
$12,000
about
bid.
that.
11 go 12,000. We'll say
God
fair
knows,
warning,
West. God
$12,000.
knows. God
12,000
knows we've
will
been
take
here
us
for
to
2 hours
13.
and 41
Lots
minutes,
still
baby.
open. Fair warning, just a little
The
bit
fun
too
don't
early.
stop. The fun don't stop.
12,000 take us to
80% done the auction. We still have
13,000.
Sega coming up, some
13,000.
PlayStation
Magazine
stuff,
still around.
including the
1988.
Tekken Long
Wonderful
Box will be
condition.
coming
Here for
up.
the take.
Silent
Fair
Hill,
warning at
Twisted Metal
13,000.
9.48 plus. Factory sealed
12,000.
freaking iPhones. What? Sitting at
Last minute bid.
19,200 there,
Okay,
and a
we're
little
still
bit of
rolling.
art
12,000
to
goes
close
to-
out the auction, including original
With a
Pokemon art.
$13,000 bid, now 14,000.
$2,500 for it right now.
14,000
And the
would be next.
freaking Ghoul
I have that
Patrol.
$13,000 bid right now.
Super Nintendo original box
That
art
bidder's
sitting
gonna
at
take this unless
10,000
I
at the
have
very end of the
14,000.
auction.
say
Gex on
fair warning at
3DO original art
$14,000.
sitting at 10,000.
We'll do
Yeah, so we still got
13,000.
nice items to go, folks.
Be bitter.
We still got items to go here. Don't go anywhere.
All right,
Please
last
don't
minute bids
leave
happen.
me.
We talked about
Don't
this.
leave me.
14,000. Now go
We still have some
15,000.
nice stuff to go here.
Still open on their computer. Their lot. I didn't close it.
Getting you
They got
through
it at
work, much
14,000.
appreciated. There we go, baby.
15,000.
That's what I
Maybe you
like
have
to
your
hear.
cut
And the
bid,
Nintendo
14,500.
Power. Sean
Looking for
was
a little
right.
something, now's
All of
the
you
time.
guys
I'll
were
say fair
Sean
warning again.
doubters. Sean says buy Nintendo
14,000.
Power magazines. Last sold for
Did it happen again?
16,008. Oh, it sold for the exact same price. Never mind. But still, that's pretty
7106,
good.
it's yours.
Sold again for 16,800.
Alright.
Demand
Up
for
next, we have
high-grade
the
Nintendo
highest
Power
rated of
books
just 2
is not
copies
wavering.
for lot 114.
They
Alex
are staying
Kidd
strong.
in the Enchanted Castle.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me.
Go 13, now
It's kind of crazy to me.
14. Let's do 1,400. 1,300 looking for
Like, I would
1,400,
personally
now
just rather
1,500,
buy video
1,400,
games
go 15, 15,
rather
16,
than the
now to
magazine,
17.
but like, I don't know.
Alex
I don't
Kidd
know.
was the
Nintendo Power's
flagship
not for me.
character before Sonic.
I know who I
Let's
am.
do 1,900. 18,
Nintendo Power
for
isn't
Alex
my
Kidd.
personal grail.
Went in at 1,900, 18,
Sega stuff
18, go to
starts
1900.
now into
There's 19 looking for
PS1
2,000
right
for Alex Kidd,
after.
2,000 out of 22.
2 hours and
sealed, Sega
43
Genesis,
minutes into the
1989,
auction.
looking for
Oof.
2,000,
Alex
200.
Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, baby. 9.88
now to
plus.
24.
Highest
Anyone in
graded,
at 23,
highest
cut it up,
graded
23,
out of
now
just
go
2
24.
on the
It's all
pop
the cut,
report.
looking for 24.
Alex Kidd
How about
was the
2,400?
like this was the mascot of Sega prior to Sonic. So if you want to get yourself some Alex Kidd early Sega love here, looking for $3,000. Exploded Hamster is out of the auction. It's anyone's now. Anyone's auction now.
26 looking for a
Yeah, just go with it. Stop fighting Nintendo Power, seriously.
27 on the cut.
That Gex is the PS1 long box art. No idea why they put 3DO in the title. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, that's kind of weird. When you were when you were at a Pokemon Worlds last year, some poor kid from Junior Division was running around screaming with a trophy that was almost as tall as he was. Oh, that sounds fantastic.
32 asking 34 here.
If both the game and magazine are sitting encased in acrylic, what's the difference? I have to look at it. If I'm going to look at it every day, I'd rather look at the game. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to be looking at it, you got to pick whichever one I want to look at more.
Lot 115, we have more.
Looking at the magazine, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. 16.8. I don't know, man. Alex Kidd for $3,800. Mortal Kombat 9.8A plus plus. A VGA 95 copy just sold at Golden Auctions for.
How about 6,000?
Rick, what was it?
Now 6,000. Now go to
Sega Genesis.
6,000. Looking for 6,500.
Mortal Kombat VGA 95 just sold last week for 6,100. 9.88 plus plus, looking for 70, looking for 84. Blowing past the VGA 95, looking for 9,000 now. Someone got themselves a snag on this at 6,100. I think it was someone in the Discord who bought it, if I remember correctly.
Let's do 7,000.
6,100 for the 95.
7102.
The 9.88 plus plus for 8,400.
Next, what? 116.
Here's another big one. Sonic the Hedgehog. Made in Japan, Redwood address, mid-production copy, but still an early print of Sonic. Factory sealed copy is super hard to find. We'll see what happens here. We're at 21,000 already. That's where the bidding opens at.
Come on in at 18,000 for
looking
Sonic's
at $20,000 here on Sonic.
Over 15 million copies sold. But not
Alex Kidd over Sonic, just kidding.
Let's do 19,000, 18,000.
Sorry if you already answered this. You going for anything today or tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow, JC. I need to go through tomorrow's listings more carefully now and see. But maybe tomorrow. Definitely not today. Everything today is just out of my price range. For the most part, anyway. Sonic, 21,600. That makes sense to me. I think Hamster said earlier there around 25K. Like, 21.6 makes sense to me. It is a mid-production copy. This seems fine to me as well. Spider-Man Maximum Carnage, 9.9. Oh my god. Early production with the QVC. I was going to say, this had to be pulled from a QVC box. That makes perfect sense. 9.9 is freaking insane. That's crazy. So this was pulled directly out of this special edition here. You could get this exclusively through QVC, like the shopping channel. And it included this book, it included these pins, and the game. So the game itself was protected for all those years. That's why it's a 9.9 A++. That's why you can find this in this mint condition.
Again at 3,600. We'll say fair warning, Heritage Live.
Looking for 4,300 here on Maximum Carnage. Closing at 4,200 bucks. 9.9 is pretty freaking crazy on that, I'll be honest. It's like a comic collector's kind of dream right there, hey? 4,200 bucks.
24 to 26, anyone in at 2,800.
You know it's old when it has a QVC edition, yeah. Those QVC editions used to sell for like 300 bucks. There was someone on Nintendo Age who had a bunch of them, and I should have just frickin' bought one. That's a regret I have. I should have just bought one. Resident Evil on Saturn, 9.8 A+, only 9 on the pop report. This is the highest graded copy. Looking for 4,800 right now. 9.8 A+ on the Saturn. Seems like such a strange game to put out on QVC. Yeah, I don't know the history of that, Moxie. Like, I don't know why that game had a relationship with QVC, because I agree with you, but they did it for both Genesis and Super Nintendo. So I don't know what exactly the relationship was there between Maximum Carnage and QVC.
7157.
Resident Evil going for $4,800 into PlayStation 1.
119, Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot showing up at a 9.4A bidding opens at $8,000. My God.
A seal, not A plus.
Crash Bandicoot still expensive as hell. Black Label factory sealed copy here. Looking for 9,000 now. There is a live bidder. Someone is here bidding. We'll see if a fight starts. Jesus.
7,000.
Oh man. I guess not. One bid on Crash closes at 8,400. Feels like we're moving right now. Jeez. $8,400 on Crash Bandicoot actually feels decent.
Cardboard, long box.
I'll take a peek at Crash Bandicoot comps here.
3,800 looking for 42, now 44. Who's in at 4,000?
Black Label copies, 9.4A+ sold for 10,200. That was July 2023. 9.4A+ for 13,800. Oh my gosh. Apparently Crash is actually still coming down a bit. 9.4A for 8,400. Ah, no, that's pretty decent. A+ for 10 versus A for 84. That not bad on Crash Bandicoot. Perhaps the price is finally settled on this. Still frickin' almost 10 grand though, hey? Destruction Derby 9.8 A+ long box closing for 5,500. Here's the Final Fantasy VII 9.8 A++ masterpiece misprint.
Top spot. With 2 others.
Looking for 11,400. We do have someone here at the live bid putting them in. We'll see if we get a fight on this one. Crash Bandicoot also only received 1 live bid and then was closed. There is another person. We'll see what happens here. Looking for 12 grand. The FF7 to you should be 25K. I was thinking, oh man, I think 16 when the first one sold.
11 take us to 12,000.
Like 16 to 20? Looking for 14,400 right now. I think it's at the exact same price as the other one right now. One more bid I think will make this more expensive. The thing with FF7 is it's actually not that hard to find a Black Label factory sealed copy. There's a lot of them out there, right? FF7 sold a lot of copies of the game. I don't need to tell you guys that. But finding actual 9.8 A++ copies,
full bid looking for 13,000.
there's very, very, very few of them that have been given an A++. So that is the yeah, there's 2 to 3 in this grade. That's the rarity of this.
12,000
is getting that near perfect grade. Man, Philip needs to slow his roll here. Holy shit, there's bids coming in and he is like stroking.
Looking for a bid of 13,000. 12,500 go to 13.
Let this hang, Philip.
Fair warning again.
Get that pen out of your hand.
12,500.
Closing at 15,000. So there we go. A little bit more juice on this one. So we were right to think that it should sell for a little bit more, hamster. Still not a huge, you know, still not a huge premium, but more than the last copy sold for, eh?
Looking for 6,500.
Grand Theft Auto 9.6 A++. This has the M rating on the back. Black Label mid-production copy.
Are you out there at 7,000?
Oh yeah, rarity is always in that condition, man. The 9.8 A++ is just like, whew, nice copy of the game. Grand Theft Auto 9.6 A++, oh my gosh, quickly jumped up to almost 10,000 here. We just got a cut bid in there, looking for 96.
About 8,000.
You still feel like they're great buys for the future? Me too. Like, I mean, when it comes to a video game that, like, you know what I mean? When it comes to a video game that everyone is going to like for the next 20, 30, 40 years, FF7, man. FF7 is still getting, like, you know what I mean? It's literally being brought back with the PS5 releases now, with the FF7 remake. Like, I don't know, man. FF7 is up there for me for one of the most collectible video games that exists. Obviously, it's not going to be the lowest pop or the rarest or anything like that, but like, people are always going to want FF7.
550 go to 6.
In my humble opinion. Grand Theft Auto 9.68++. Grand Theft Auto right beside it is a really good one too, right? Like, make no mistake. $9,300 there for GTA.
650 go to 7. Any interest at 750?
Ridge Racer 9.8A+. Oh, I agree with the Hiko. FF8 is a much better game. Make no mistake. FF8 is a much better game, but 7 is the much more loved game. Tied for the highest graded copy here on the December Pop Report for Ridge Racer, 9.8A+.
There we are, $1,000.
Yeah, I don't think there are any 9.8A++ first prints either. We'll just go to the Pop Report for FF7. We're talking about it so much already now. Tekken's coming up right away here, so I want to make sure I don't miss that.
Lots of action on this one.
Realistic Violence first print has no 9.8A++, 48 pop on that. This was the misprint copy that just sold today. There's 3 9.8A++, 40 of them graded. So last one sold for $12,600. So yeah, $15,000 today. A little bit of a premium versus the last one.
Slowing down here. Fair warning at 18.
FF8 better? Hell no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You guys, quiet. Quiet over there. I said what I said. Don't at me. I said what I frickin' said.
400. 22 to 24. It's here for the taking at 2,400. Fair warning.
FF8 could only dream of getting a remake trilogy. Could you imagine? FF8 remake? The same way as FF7? Oh, man. Oh, a boy can dream, I'll tell you that. Ridge Racer, 2,640 into Silent Hill, 9.6A++. Is there a way to tell if this is a foil print or not?
750 Heritage Live.
It doesn't say foil on the label.
Go to 750. 800. How about an 800?
Is there a way to like be? Is there a way to be confident
would be next.
if this is or isn't a foil version? Is there anything I can look at on it? It's something I never really learned with Silent Hill.
We'll take it. Go to 12.
I haven't handled the game myself much at all, so I only ever see it in photos, and photos don't really show the frickin' foil or not. Does a sealed black Jewel Tekken 1 get the same hype? Kind of. Jewel Tekken is also sold for a ton of money, Hiko. So kind of.
Slowing down right now. There's the 15.
That the FF1 that went off earlier seems very, very rare. Not yet scarce. No max.
Looking for a bid of 17.
No max. No max. Yeah, the FF1 earlier game gallery was arguably a good purchase.
There's our 17. Looking for 1,800. For Silent
I don't know,
Hill,
Joe Kane. I can never tell when I look at Silent Hill if it's foil or not.
1,800. Do I have you in
It's kind of like looking at, even in hand, it's hard to see the foil. Yeah, like, it's like when you look at flat photos of Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Like, on a flat photo, it's very hard to see the foil.
1,900 would be next. Fair warning. 1,800. 1850.
It's hard to see. You got to put them side by side. Yeah. Well, we just have to assume it's not then, I guess, right? Assume it's not. 9.6A++ here.
1850.
2,220. I need to get myself a copy of Silent Hill. It's a horror game that I actually really do want to own on PS1.
3,000 again.
Street Fighter Alpha, Warrior's Dreams, 9.6A+ long box production copy. Oh my gosh. Pushing up to almost 4,000 here, tied with one other example for the highest graded out of just 6. We'll see what happens here. Which one was a good price? The Silent Hill, Joe?
I'll say fair warning.
I think there's someone on Facebook selling a 9.8A+ copy of Silent Hill too. I don't know what price they were asking, 3,000 or 4,000. It didn't seem bad, honestly. But enough of that. Tekken is here, folks.
Looking 18,000, not a 19.
Tekken is here.
Looking for 19 to $20,000
truly,
for
this
Tekken.
could do anything.
20,000 looking for 22 to 24,000. Anyone in at 26,000 here? 24 looking for a $26,000 bid for Tekken. Anybody in at 26,000?
Quickly jump to 30,000.
Go to 26,000. We're here. We're waiting again. Jewel long box early production looking for 26,000.
We got a cut bid.
Cut it up right now. 25, 26 to 28,000. 28,000.
9.8 A++,
28,000.
highest grade copy
With a
that
WATA
exists here.
9.8, 8++, looking for $30,000
36,
bid.
38.
We have a $30,000 bid, go 32,000. Anyone in at 32,000, if you have been watching this
Tekken,
live,
obviously one of the
eyeballing
biggest
it,
fighting
it's time this
franchises
year,
now that
it's up
exists.
to
Tekken 8 like just came out a few weeks
32,000.
ago. Maybe a month or so
30,000 for
ago
Tekken,
now, but
looking for 32,000 again.
looking for
The highest
40,000 on
rated copy
Tekken.
across all variants of Tekken, looking for 34,000. I have 34,000.
Looking for
I was there to
43,000
last.
on it now.
Looking
Looking
for
for
a bid.
45.
38,000
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, this is what I was
$38,000.
saying
Put
about
this little
Tekken here.
monumental
It's
added
like,
to your collection. Might just take the
where's
middle-
it going to stop?
might
I
just
don't
take the
know.
top tier. I don't know
Whenever
what's in
one
your
of these
collection, but
bidders
you could have
decides they don't want to spend any more money on it, you know what I mean?
42,000
There's no
would be
kind of
his.
comp, there's no
42,000
basis,
for
there's
Tekken.
no...
Are you in?
It's a
Will we
kind
come
of
this
game
way?
where like the
For
ceiling does
42,000,
not
there they are.
exist.
I've got your bid.
I mean,
What do you
obviously
want?
it's not going to sell for
$44,000
$200,000, but you know what I mean.
Again, the Jewel Long Box.
This
early
type of game
production
is just
Tekken
like,
is here for the
you
taking
know,
at
you buy it right
$44,000.
now or you probably never buy it. Like if it gets
Heritage
sucked up
Live,
into
we'll
a
cut that
collection,
up.
we'll never see it
We'll go
again.
to full increment. Are we all in? I'll say fair warning here on the Tekken. And we will do 44,000.
We got another
is in the
bid
lead
there.
now.
Philip
You
was
added
looking to
it.
close that one. We got another one.
46,000
The
wants
next
it.
person
What about
punches back
$43,000?
immediately.
Again, highest
Oof.
rated copy across all variants.
Yes,
You have been
right.
tracking this
We
lot
know
for
that
years.
there's a like
Let's do 48,000
we know that there is a 100
Is there a
million
$48,000
collector out
bid
there
out
who
there? I'm gonna
purchases
say-
PS1 long box.
What's up?
Right? Like we know that there's a millionaire out there
Yeah,
who
we're gonna-
collects these
that
types of
lot
games.
was-
Could
to
be
my knowledge,
him buying
I
it.
haven't quite called it yet. We'll give it another shot.
Could be. It's back, baby. We're not done.
We're there. 46,000.
It's back!
I'm looking for $48,000.
Slow your roll,
46 to
Philip. We aren't done
48,000.
here
You
yet.
Cut that up. You can do what you need to do if that tool is there for you.
Looking for
But anything
57.6
beyond
on the Tekken
46,000,
still.
Now's the time. I'll say fair warning. And 46,000.
No, okay, just kidding. It wasn't that exciting.
Just a little ahead of me. What you got? Yeah, do you have a? Yeah.
Are we bringing it back again?
Yeah,
We're just
7124.
7124 is going to take lot 126. Thank you. Okay, so moving along. All right. Tomb Raider,
Okay, no
CDC
one's sure what's
9.48
happening
plus
here.
Field Strength.
Okay.
Let's do
55,000 on
24 here. We have the
Tekken.
24, easy,
Oof.
right? Let's do 28.
Oof.
Easy decision right there. Let's go 20.
It's big.
2600,
It's frickin'
28. Heritage
big.
Live, not with you. It's with the book bidder. They wanted it
Frickin'
more than you. Do you have the
big, man.
2800?
55,000 on
26
Tekken.
26 looking
That
for
makes it one of the
28
most
Tomb
expensive
Raider.
PS1 sales like ever.
Fair warning out there.
That's
2600.
big. Tomb Raider 9.48 plus Black Label selling for $3,120. $55,000 for Tekken.
Rigid long box.
Oh, and like I told you guys there on the JP unboxing, hear me out on this. I have a 9.8 A++ Japanese copy. Now, clearly, if the North American copy is $55,000, just hear me out on this, right? Just hear me out. The Japanese copy has to be worth at least 50, maybe 60. Japanese is better than North America, right? We know that. The Japanese copy came first. I tell you guys, it might finally be my time to retire. Everything might finally be coming up, old Greg, I'll tell you that. We'll see what happens at the Japanese showcase, eh? Twisted Metal 9.48 plus for $22,800.
Okay, next we have 3 unique lots.
So true, oh, so true. So true, BCF, so true, baby, I know.
First generation iPhone, boom, here you go.
22,800 for Twisted Metal. This is the same copy that came from the Dreamer Collection, right? Like we did see this Twisted Metal before, if I'm not mistaken.
First generation Model A
9.48 plus Ridge Long Box just sold in November. No, it went unpaid. This sold in November, but someone didn't pay for it. So if you're ever curious, like Heritage does say if something's paid or not.
Okay.
So November
Up
3rd,
next, we
not
have a
paid.
second
It did sell for
generation
$17,400,
iPhone Lite.
and the person whoever is
Interesting
selling
iPhone
this
Lite.
should
Yeah,
be
it is. Now go
thankful it didn't
3,000,
get paid,
looking
because
for
it sold for $5,000 more this time.
Start your
Kind of
collection
interesting on that.
iPhones. Great
First
iPhones.
generation iPhone,
Come on in at
CAS
3,000,
85,
2,800 for
Canadian.
3,000,
I don't even know what
or
CAS
the
stands for.
white
What's that
iPhone for
company?
3,000.
I don't know.
Say fair warning.
First generation iPhone 21,600. I don't know anything about iPhone collecting. it's kind of taken off in the past,
we have one more iPhone right here.
I don't know, 2-3 years here.
Looking for
3,360 for the second generation, and CAS 90. I don't even know what model this is. Early generation iPhone.
23 to 24.
CAS 90.
We'll say fair warning on this iPhone.
Made it for the signature. Looking forward to watching what I missed later.
Come back in
iPhone 1, let's go. You can't ignore this. I missed it. I missed the first gen iPhone. 21.6 for it there.
Come on in at 3,000. 29.50 looking for 3.
Anyway, you can get your Japanese Tekken 1 into a signature. That's how you get the hype sale. I mean, I don't know, Hiko. Like, I don't know. Personally, I think it would do really well in the Japanese auction. Personally, I think it would go really well in the Japanese one. Japanese showcase auction Knights of Old. It's going to take place in June and December of this year. All Japanese games, graded, sealed. It's like this auction right here, but all Japanese. Coming up on Heritage in June and December of this year.
Beautiful cover artwork looking for 36.
Here's the original art now, is what we close off the auction with. We start off with Crash and Burn. 3DO original box art for Crash and Burn here. This is 30 by 20. Quite big, actually. And this is literally like hand-painted original box art. This is what they used for the video games. And then this gets turned into a digital, like, image. You know what I mean?
Original book cover art looking
back in the day, all of the original art was hand-drawn. And then they used that for the boxes. $4,000 for that one.
For the artwork, now 400.
This is original book cover art for Pete Bollinger's Prima's Secrets of the Games, Sega Genesis Secrets Volume 6. I don't know if Jeremy's bidding on anything. He actually might be, Elijah. He actually might be.
Looking to go 440. Now 460. There's our 400.
But yeah, between the signature and the Japanese auction, I mean,
any interest at 480?
I don't know. I'm probably going to put it in the Japanese one and hope for the best.
$500 now 550. 525.
Gotta read to the kids. See you tomorrow. Hey, have a good night, Hamster. I appreciate you, dude.
The artwork. Anybody in at 600.
Have yourself a good night, man.
550. There's our 600.
Take care. We're almost done the auction here. We only have 7 more items. We do close off with original Pokemon Gold artwork here, so sitting at 2,500 could be very exciting, as well as the original Super Nintendo Ghoul Patrol box art sitting at 10,000. Some big art pieces coming up here.
How about 750 for the artwork?
The Killing Time cover is so sick. You had a nice sealed big box. That'd be cool to pair with. Where's the Killing Time one? Oh, right here. Jesus, yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy indeed. It's just insane that it's all just like original art. You're buying actual art. Crazy. The Prima guidebook there sold for $900. The art for that. Here's Gex. PS1 long box 3DO. They have in the title there, but we'll see what happens here.
Or Gex, right at
looking for 14,400. Maybe Scott the Waz is going to purchase this. Maybe. Deep Pocket Scott the Waz, maybe. Looking for almost $20,000 on Gex. That guy keeping frickin' Gex alive in the minds of millions. No, I haven't unboxed it yet, JC. Haven't unboxed it. Remind me to tell you my Crystal Dynamics story someday. I look forward to hearing it, Joe. I look forward to hearing it.
Original box art.
CAS is real popular for action figures. They started out doing vintage Star Wars. Interesting. What does CAS stand for? I don't know the actual oh my god, I don't know the actual acronym of that company. I can't talk anymore. I'm fried here. Jesus. 3 hours of auctions is going to do this to a guy. Gex sells for $21,000. I have to like focus more on enunciation. That's what happens as we keep getting deeper into these auctions. It's like my cadence slows down a bit and I have to like focus on words more.
14 to 15
Killing Time PC game, original box art. Really freaking cool art here. 25 by 20.
PC game original box art at 2,000, right? 19 go to 2,000.
The Gex one sold for 21,000. Collector Archive Services, gotcha. Close air support, yeah. Close air support.
7162. 7162.
Killing Time sells for $2,280. This is original art for Archon 2 Adept. Original box art.
Looking for a bid of
1984? Jesus. A PC game from 1984?
Astonishing.
We didn't have PCs back then.
3,800 looking for a
37 by 32. Big piece here too. Damn. Oh man, getting some love too. Pushing up over 5. Pushing over 6. What is Archon 2? Somebody tell me what Archon 2 is. Why? We're over $10,000. We're over
$1,000 bid to 10.
What is this?
11,000 with you here.
What am I looking at here? Jesus. Is Eric Joyner a very known artist? It's one of two things. Either Eric Joyner is a very big artist, or Archon is a very big game. And Teleport with a gifted sub there, dude. Thank you for everything as well. Make sure to check out Teleport on Instagram. Join their giveaway. They're hoping to help collectors everywhere with their new service starting up. Very exciting projects in the community. Very exciting projects. That's Teleport Official on Instagram. Archon was a big deal. 13,200. Yeah, man, like that's big. It's like chess, but you control the pieces when they fight. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. But 13,200 is that's no slouch for a piece of original art there. Jeez. This is from Greg Martin. This is Disney Adventures Sega Genesis Treasure Hunt Original Sweepstakes Map. Very cool. 32. What is this here? 32 by 20.
Surely we can get 950.
Pretty big, actually. Very nice, vibrant Greg Martin piece.
950 to $1,000. There's our
Archon could be the 3rd or 4th EA game? Jesus. That's super early. No wonder I don't know what it is. No wonder I'm sitting here saying, what the heck is that? Way before my time.
It's all here. Let's do 14. 13, go to 14.
Looks like it's actually called State of War 2, Archon.
Looking for 1,500.
Yeah, they have Archon 2 Adept, is what it says here in the title of this one.
Oh, there they are. Let's do 15,
the Greg Martin map here is pushing up to $2,000.
1,600, go to 17. Lots of bidders out there, go 17. Who's got?
That's what I was talking about with some of these artists. Like Greg Martin is a very well-known artist within the video game world. Oh, that's a different game? Gotcha. Gotcha. We have 3 more games here, folks. 3 more freaking games.
1,900. 19 now take us to 2,000. 19 to 2,000 to 2,200.
Looking for 2,600 on the map.
Now. Anyone out there at 2,000?
I'm most excited about these last 2 coming up, like the Pokemon art. I think this was used in a magazine, as a magazine cover, I believe. And the Ghoul Patrol is crazy. Super Nintendo original box art is crazy, almost no matter what game it is, so.
The map artwork is here.
Archon is pure boomer grail material.
Let's do this at 2,400.
That's probably the best way to explain that there.
7164.
The treasure map sells for 2,880. Jeez. Into Mick McGinty Pitball for PlayStation video game. I don't know Pitball. By Accolade on the PlayStation. Large piece from Mick McGinty. It's 29 by 19. Let's look at Pitball. Pitball PS1.
Looking for a 1,400 now. Go to 1,500. How about?
Oh, here it is.
1,600.
So that's what it eventually became.
Looking to push to 1,800.
You can see how different it is, hey, once it's actually like stylized with all the PS1 stuff. It like cut off most of the it's like when you use AI to expand the image. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, we got the 2,000.
Where you use the AI generative fill and it like fills in the rest. It's always really cool to compare them side by side. I've personally never heard of Pitball though, but yeah, pushing its way up over $3,000 here.
Cut it up works for me.
Show us one more time where you see an item was unpaid. I think you can actually search their archive, Jonathan, and you can type in
How about 3,200?
like you can filter by video games, factory sealed and stuff, and you can search unsold, I believe. I believe you can search their archive of unsold. So Heritage does let you know if something did not go paid, which is super nice.
32, go 34. Again, we'll say fair
Yeah,
warning.
buying original one-of-a-kind video game art makes more long-term financial sense than any mass-produced unopened game.
39. We have Super Game Power Magazine.
I mean, it's a pretty good argument.
79. Pokemon
It's a pretty
Gold
good
and
argument.
Silver. Original magazine cover.
So here is the original magazine cover here from Roco Super Game Power Magazine number 79, Pokemon Gold and Silver original magazine cover art. We'll see what the Pokemon fans here, if they go kind of crazy for some original Pokemon art. Looking for $3,000 on it.
Pokemon original art magazine cover art 26.
Archon to Adept, they have it on Wikipedia, same artwork that sold.
27 on the cut, 28 is
Archon was big back in the day. Frick, I wish I knew now. You guys are making me feel like I'm missing out on Archon. There's so much vintage PC stuff that I just like do not know. Like I never really went down the old PC rabbit hole. And obviously like I'm 30 years old, right? So born 1993. There's only so much PC stuff that I know in general. Just from my childhood and stuff.
3,400 does a
but I wish I did know more about it.
Now back to you at 3,600.
It just never captured my interest quite like home consoles did. We didn't have a PC until like, you know, I don't even know, maybe 2001. So the Pokemon art closing at $4,000 there. And here is the Ghoul Patrol, sorry. The Ghoul Patrol original box art to close out session 1 of the signature. Opening at $10,000. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't want to say sky's the limit on this, but it could do really frickin' well. This is a cool game to get the original art for. Looking for 15,600 on it now.
Looking for 14,000. 13,000 go to 14,000.
The auction totals, yeah, $1.5 million worth of games tonight. $1.5 million tonight. 140 games. 1.5 million.
Let's do 18,000 to 19,000.
Oh my gosh, man. My gosh. 18 to 19. There's a lot of money in the world. There's a lot of money out there. I'll tell you that much. Jesus.
$20,000 could be in your hands. $19,000 has it right now. Looking for $20,000.
Ghoul Patrol here is pushing up to almost 24,000.
Anything beyond 19,000, we will let this go for $19,000.
Closing at 22.8, I think.
We thank you very much for your participation in this sale, and we will see you soon.
Where's the speech? Speech, Philip, speech. Didn't even give a speech. It's awful. I sit here for 3 hours and I don't even get a Philip speech to close things out. I think that's what hurts the most. Oh my gosh, what a frickin' marathon, you guys. What a frickin' marathon, you guys. You could buy one copy of Mario 60. Yeah, that's a really good perspective, Elijah. Thinking back to that, like 2021, you could have bought every single game in this entire auction tonight for the same price that Mario 64 sold for in 2021. That doesn't even make sense. Like, that is illogical. My God, man. My God. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Is the market back or no? Oh, the market's back, baby. The market's back, baby. Make no mistakes up, yo. We're going to the moon, baby. I don't know. Like, is the market back? Oh man, that's a loaded question right there. That's a loaded question. I mean, I went into this this signature expecting a strong showing for a lot of stuff. I just think a lot of the doom and gloom is over. But also the actual the stock market's up. Bitcoin is up. Like we have a lot more macro factors now. There's a lot more macro money that exists that can be injected into bullshit like video games. So when you go into that, like I expected this auction to do well simply because a lot of other things are doing well. Which one, Keithington? The Mario 64? it's all but confirmed that the Mario 64 was purchased by Alexis Ohanian. He might even own 2 of them. Him being the co-founder, founder of Reddit. Pretty like it's like everyone knows he bought it, but I don't think he ever actually said he bought it. But like there's pictures of him with the 9.8 A++, like, and like I said, I think there's photos that confirm he owns 2. So there's only 3 that exist. So like, you know what I mean? And the dude who sold it, Keithington, was hanging out in chat all night. So if Alexis indeed did buy it, the guy in chat tonight also got paid for it. Freaking crazy, dude. $1.5 million traded hands for that game. So like whether it was pumped or like they paid $1.5 million to someone. I don't know, man. It's crazy to me too. Obviously it doesn't make any sense. It's illogical. It was illogical when it happened. It's a reason it never happened again, you know? It also like signaled the top of the market. It caused Carl Jobst to look into it. It's super super freaking interesting sale. Super freaking interesting sale. So don't worry, Greg, the macro situation will have the rug pulled under all of us poorers soon enough. Yeah, that's kind of scary too, though. It's like right now things look nice, but I don't think things are actually good. Like the stock market is up, Bitcoin is up, but like I don't think things are actually good. So it's kind of a nervous situation right now where like, you know, people are going to be feeling a lot more bullish. People are going to be spending money, splashing cash, but like, be cautious still. Be cautious. Not to say it's like a dead cat bounce or anything, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being pessimistic because of how long it's been down. You know what I mean? Things have been down for so long that maybe I'm just like overly cautious now, but I don't feel like it's like, oh, well, that's it. Buy a game now. Buy whatever you want now because we're going up in the next 12 months. Like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what the rest of 2024 brings here. We'll see what the rest brings. But the number 1 item in the auction was the CGC 8.0A Zelda. It was always going to be, and it performed pretty freaking decent. $288,000. I mean, I think it's as much as you ever could have hoped it did sell for, given everything. Like, the comps are around 600,000. Like, it just wasn't going to do that again. 288 feels pretty freaking good, all things considered. And it's the same with Mario Bros. 2. Like, again, it's comparing against, like, $300,000 way back when. So it's like, it's not going to do that again. The fact that it even got over $100,000, I think is pretty freaking solid. Nintendo World Championships continues to be expensive AF, of course. 6.5 selling for 84 grand. Tekken 9.8 A++ for 55.2. Oh, man. It's just crazy. The Pokemon Blue 9.4 A++ for 33,600. This was bought by Gary Dose in the chat there. A little bit of a grail purchase for him. I mean, $33,000. It's pretty crazy to spend on a video game. He seems happy with it. I'm sure the seller's happy. Is what it is, right? Perfect transaction. Both sides are happy. Super Mario Bros. 90 plus Famicom selling for 26,400 is nervous. That's a nervous sale right there. There's very little known about the population report on these. We don't know how many are out there right now. Hey, there's Gary. There he is. You were prepared to pay more. The Famicom Mario, like, as much as I want to be like, oh, that's great, Japanese, like, let's fucking go. Like, my actual brain tells me that this is scary. This is scary. 26,000 on this is scary. We could see a Famicom Mario Bros. Go to every single auction, like a signature Japanese showcase. We could see another 5 or 6 of these show up this year. I would not be surprised at all. I just don't know if the market can support $26,000. It's a later production copy. If there are more copies, it's more likely to be this copy that shows up. 90 plus is really freaking good. That's obviously a huge bonus on it. But like, I don't know, man. Cool to see it sell for $26,000, but it makes me nervous. Final Fantasy II 9.28 plus was massive at 26,000. Metal Gear Solid 9.88 plus at 25,000 was big as well. The FF2 was like, this was a big freaking sale, man. Like, expectation versus what it did, FF2 was crazy. Twisted Metal 22,800 from the Dreamer collection there, 9.48 plus. That Ghoul Patrol art actually did end up in the top 10 there, 22,800 for that. Sonic the Hedgehog 9.6A. Sold right where it probably should have, $21,000 there. Sonic also had a huge fall from the highs. Like, way back, it was like $300,000 for this. Just dumb, right? Nothing else to say. The first generation iPhone. I don't know variants and stuff, so I can't give you like a good rundown on iPhones. But like, 21,600 for a frickin' factory sealed iPhone. Oh man, people will spend money on anything, you know? People will spend money on anything. If your thing's not video games, maybe your thing's iPhones. Original art for Gex for 21,000, Stadium Events for 18,000, FF3 for 16,800. Woof. At the other side of the auction, one item sold for less than every other single item in the auction. And it was that Nintendo Entertainment System Super Chair. $780. Like I said when it came up, it's just super esoteric. It's super niche. Like, it is a cool item for what it is, but no one knows what it is. I think you get into that level of rarity where, like, it's so freaking rare, it's so weird that it, like, hurts the value. Because no one knows what it is. Because no one's seen it before. You know what I mean? You get into a level of rarity where it's like, well, well, what is it? It's kind of funny like that. But that was the lowest selling item of the auction. A rare piece of Nintendo history here with the Super Chair. $780. What a freaking auction, you guys. What a freaking auction. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, same start time as tonight. And it's big, yeah, the chair is also big. Auction is over, 8-bit. Auction is over. The auctioneer should have been sitting in the chair. And we should have had Philip sitting there guiding the chair along. That would have made it sell much better. That chair looks like something you'd see in a grad sale and you wouldn't even give it a second look. I agree. Why are there still any factory sealed iPhones? Exactly, right? Exactly. That's why it's selling for so much, James. That's the trick. You just have to find something that shouldn't exist. Those factory sealed first gen iPhones simply shouldn't exist. I would never pay for one. I don't care about collecting them, like old MP3 players, iPods, iPhones. It doesn't do anything for me personally. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't tickle my itch. It doesn't give me nostalgia. Different things for different people. I assume you already a recap of sorts, so you'll put out another video. I'll do a full recap video, 8-bit. I'll do a full recap video. Maybe not this Sunday. I might just rest my voice on Sunday, to be honest with you guys. But I'll get a recap video up. I'll probably do like a 1-hour video, honestly, just going through a lot of stuff. Like, I'll do a long form video for the people who give a shit. We'll go through auction results and just talk about it. It'll be like a 10-minute overview of the market, and then like 30 minutes of auction results. I'll do something like that. It's just outdated tech. I mean, hey, I mean, James, video games. Old video games, kind of outdated tech, dare I say, you know? I'm sure a lot of people look at people spending money on these old video games like, what the hell do you want those for? So I try to keep an open mind when I see people buying iPhones for $20,000, that it's like, is this any dumber than what, you know, I do? I don't know. I don't think so. It's kind of the same crap. It's kind of the same deal. But hey, I gotta unbox my box. We gotta, there's still 100 of you in here. Holy shit. We peaked out at what? We peaked at 170 people. You guys are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think I put it on face cam, right? This is fine, I think. Audio should be good. Hello, hello, hello. Everything looks good. Looks like we're good. Let me just grab a knife here. Let me see here. I got my package delivered early into the auction here. So I got to show you guys what I bought. Oh. And why I'm probably... Man, I can't get into this thing. Well, I'm probably not going to spend any money tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to spend money tomorrow. Let's see. It's coming. It's coming. Just give it a second here. I don't have a knife, so. We just got to go into this thing with Hulk hands. It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. It's coming. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. I got a pen. We're almost here. We're almost here. Oh, God. This person used the thickest tape in the world. All right. Easy. Easy clap. Easy clap. Super simple. Super simple. So what we got in here is N64 Classic here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Jeez, you guys are like right in my face here. Can I just zoom this out a little bit here? Camera control. We do. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now we have a little bit of space. We have a little bit of personal space. So what we got here is personal favorite series on the N64. I only need one more now to complete the entire series of this. This cost me $2,250, 9.2 A+. There we go. There we freaking go, folks. There we freaking go. 9.2 A+ MP3. I didn't plan on buying this. I wasn't like, oh man, like I'm in the market for Mario Party 3. But if you guys saw what's his face on Instagram, Low Hitter 64, Low End 64, the guy who had like the complete collection of N64 games, he was selling his collection. He's breaking up his N64 set. He was breaking up his N64 set, so we started posting some stuff on Facebook, and this was posted up, and I was like, oh shit, that seems like a pretty decent price, you know? I can't believe he's breaking the set. He has every factory sealed game, I think, except for Sculptor's Cut. So, worked out for me, though. Worked out for me. And that is why he didn't say anything super junk. And someone else is handling a lot of the sales for him. So I don't know if, like, I don't know. I have no speculation. I don't know. I don't know why he's breaking it up, but he is. So in the Facebook groups, you might see, I need Mario Party 2. Retro Game Rescue, the easiest one, thankfully. The easiest one. I just need Mario Party 2. Easy, right? Mario Party 2 is easy. There's lots of nice copies out there. I just need to go ahead and purchase one. Mario Party 1 cost me $2,000. Mario Party 1 cost me just as much as this, actually. I paid almost the exact same price for Mario Party 1, but I got a frickin' 7.5 A+. That hurts, man. That hurts. Mario Party 1, just like, frick. Expensive. Expensive game. What do I think about the auction tomorrow? What are going to be the big items? Oh, I can't. I can't do it, Jacob. I can't do it. I don't have the, I don't have the voice. I don't have the voice to do another breakdown here. I'll talk about the auction more in the Discord. We can look at it, and I'll talk about it when it comes up and stuff, but that's going to do it for me tonight, you guys. I think I'm going to go over in game, actually, with my younger brothers. I think we're going to play Dark Alliance 2 tonight, Baldur's Gate. Oh, absolute classic on the PS2. We might even be able to get the updated version, maybe. But I think that's what I'm doing tonight. Gonna go get some A&W, eat, and go do some gaming. Go do some gaming. Have a good Friday night, you guys. I appreciate you coming out. Thanks for the donations, the gifted subs. 29 new members tonight. Frickin' $130 in donations. It's crazy. It's crazy. Much appreciated, you guys. I worked out before the, I worked out before it, Tim. There it is, baby. There it is. It looks awful. I don't have good lighting in here, but we worked out before the stream, so. Have a good night, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Take care, everybody.